All right, it says I'm live. Well, let's see if I am. We'll let some people get logged on here. For those of you that'll be watching this live stream after the fact, it's a regular video on the replay out here on Watts Bar Reservoir this morning. It's about 8:30 a.m. right now when I'm starting the stream. I got out here at sunrise, have tore up the fish today, got big blues, got a couple flatheads, and so I had a normal video filmed very quickly into the morning, and so I said, well, you got a 30-45 minute video filmed, let's just wrap it up, maybe go live. I didn't want to stop fishing because the bite's been so good, but I thought maybe I'll go live. The weather's looking rough the rest of the week. Don't know if I'll get to go live at any point this week or not, so today's about as good a time as any. So yeah, we got some people getting in here now. We can get the live stream part of this show going. There's Jalen fishing with Squirrel, Art Vance, Catfish Viking, Craig Hanley, Catfish Chris, Dale Hazlett. How do, everybody? There's Killer Bee Outdoors too. What's going on? Yeah, we got people in. Hell, we got a bunch of people in here now. It didn't take long. But yeah, y'all, I just refreshed my baits right here before I went live and got everything put back down. So hopefully it won't be long. We'll be getting some more fish. Sometimes when you go live, it's the kiss of death. Even if you're on fish before you go live, once you hit the go live button, it oftentimes takes a hike on you. But hopefully I'm pretty optimistic about today. There's Catch a Hog from East Texas. What's going on, man? Bradley Hollis. Philip Holland? Yeah, he says overcast. Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to go live today, because it's cloudy out here. It's somewhat, I won't say it's cool. It's cooler than it has been. So hopefully I can keep a phone running here without having to worry about overheating. Hey, Crandall, I'm on Watts Bar. Like the title of the live stream says, Kayak Catfishing on Watts Bar Reservoir. I'm on Watts Bar Reservoir. Old man on the hill. James Shuey says, morning, Justin. Catch me a golly whopper on the golly whopper. I've been getting some, James. I've had a pretty good week. Craig says he's about to pull the trigger on a couple Old Town autopilots. I think you'll like them, man. Good kayaks. There's Jack's Fishing TV. They're gonna be in Panama City. Heck yeah. There's my mom. Hello, Mom. Moderator of the year goes to my mom. She's going to be working overtime on some of my videos that's coming out this week. I'm going to piss off some pleasure boaters. I'm going to piss off some trot liners. I'm going to piss off a bunch of people. But I can just look at a camera and smile and piss some people off. That rod right there got hit with something. Little dinkety doodah. He's still after it. He's still after it. Hell, I reckon he's got it. Let's reel one in. Let's dedicate one to James Shuey. He's been a club member for a while. James, I was going to recommend that, I can't get my words out. I was going to dedicate that fish to you. That fish heard that you were going to be the one, and he said, hell with it. He didn't want nothing to do with you, James. That fish has heard the rumors about you, James. He said, not today. This rod got bumped too. Nothing on it though. I got the live scope rocking here, y'all. I've got it in down mode, but you still can't see but about 2 baits on it. Right in here, right there, that's one of my back baits. Right up here is one of my front baits. That's a fish working over here. We're liable to get bumped. There's one under it too. I got a bunch of smaller fish on here. I don't think they're cats, but I think the cats are feeding on whatever those smaller marks are that I've been seeing. That rod there keeps getting this in here too. Yeah, they tearing me up right now. But I'll tell you what, I've caught some good fish out here this morning. I got out here at sunrise and it was on. I had a quadruple on at one point that ran me through my trolling motor. It was an ordeal. But It was a fun time. Got some flatheads this morning. So anyway, oh, now that one's getting hit. We got all these rods getting bumped. One of them's gonna go down hard in a minute. Oh. Oh. Listen, fish, it's time to doo-doo or get off the pot. I got people to talk to here. All right, I'm just gonna go back to talking to y'all here until we can get one of these fish to commit. I don't know where the hell I left off at. There's Brian B in the house. Yep, Bradley, I fished near Knoxville quite a bit. Hey, there's my man Ryan Bortz. $4.99. Hell yeah, Ryan. He says you need to hire a better looking assistant. Well, that I do. The only assistant I got right now is my dog at the house, and she's ugly as all get out. Thank you for that super chat there, Ryan. See, Ryan, y'all, I compete against him in the tournaments, and I whoop him all the time. So instead of him losing money to me in the tournament, he's just coming in here and just forfeited it in the super chat. I appreciate that, Ryan. He admits defeat. I like it. I even offered to let him win. Last year at the Cat King and OCT tournament, I offered to lay down for him, let him have it, because I could care less. He wouldn't let me do it, so I had to go out there and beat him by about 100 inches. That right there may have it, Ryan. Ah, hell with it. We don't want to catch that, no way. You can see them down there, man. They're just a bunch of fish down there. Yeah, he just messing with it. Anyway, now that I've smack talked Ryan and we got some more dink taps, let's see what some more of these comments here say. There's A bait and tackle. Water rat, wow, hell yeah. Paul Boyd. Got all my club members in here today. That's what I'm talking about. James Shuey said that fish can kiss my John Brown backside. I like it, James. Whisker Seeker outdoor. Hey, there's Big Mike in the house too. What's going on, Mike? Hey, y'all, Russell Smith, he's been a member for 10 months now. He says, good morning, let's get a whopper. Thank you, Russell. Thanks for sticking with me so long, man. Glad to have you, buddy. There's Jeremy Smith from West by God, Virginia. I like it. Hey, Crandall, I'm 54 feet right now. 54 feet deep out here. They chewing me up, man. We're going to be changing out baits here in another 15, 20 minutes if they don't get it together here. All right. We're going to get one of these fish to hook up here in a minute. That right there might be a little better hookup. Maybe. It just come back up. Now, I think he may have it. Let me set this camera up here. I told James Shuey I was going to dedicate a fish to him. This one here may stay hooked up for it. Maybe. Maybe, James. No promises. These fish, they've heard about your reputation. This one too, James said, he said, no thanks. James Shuey, this fish right here, see all that slime on that line? He said, that's all you getting out of him. He said, you ain't even going to see his face. At least he left us the bait on, though. We'll drop it back down. I give up, James, man. Hell, I've tried to dedicate 2 fish to you. You can't keep either one of them on the line. I can only do so much for you, James. We'll give it the college try. I got one on this front rod, and that one pulled a little drag. That one's hooked up. Let me get this one reset. This one on the front line, man, he's stripping drag. Okay. This one here is going to be a better hookup. I ain't going to say James's name. I ain't going to say it. This fish will let go if I do. It's a better fish right here. It's a better fish. Let me try to spin this thing around here so y'all can see a little better. I tell you, y'all, yesterday, y'all be seeing a video soon. I was working a ledge and damn trot line, I got hung up, all my lines, had to cut off and stuff. So I left that area, come downstream, and just started shellacking them. And so by the time I got down here, that video was filmed yesterday. You know, it was late in the morning, so I said, I want to come back out today, right at sunrise. I got one on this back rod going down too. I got one on the back rod going down here, y'all. There he goes. But I said I was going to come back out here this morning on this spot. And it was on within just a few minutes. I mean, just, oh my God. Are you serious right now? James Shuey, you're fired. You fired, James. I blame you. It ain't my lack of fishing skill. Can't be. Bad luck, ain't it? I'm almost embarrassed. What can you do? Hopefully this one over here is maybe still hooked up. That's embarrassing. That was, I mean, he was pulling drag too. I mean, he was solid. Let me make sure I got this one set right. Well, I got one on. I got one on this rod. Something the line didn't look right. I was gonna make sure I had it set right. I ain't saying his name, folks. I ain't doing it. Ain't coming out my mouth this time. I hesitate to even acknowledge him. I ain't saying, okay, we got one landed. We've got one up here, y'all. I didn't say his name. That's the secret to the day. Oh, I got him in. Guess what, fish? Guess who you getting dedicated to? You didn't know when you bit that hook, did you? James, I got you one, by God. We just couldn't say your name, that's all. We just had to go about it the other way. I had to go trick these fish. That's frustrating though that one on the front didn't stay buttoned up. It felt like a good fish. James Shuey, this right here is the only fish we can find that'll stay hooked up to get dedicated to you. I don't know what you've done to these fish, by God, but they've had it with your ass. I'm gonna fix this bait and we're gonna reel in the one on the back rod back here. I know I'm behind already in the dang chat box. I ain't been live 12 minutes and I'm already 30 minutes behind in the chat probably. I do the best I can with it, y'all. Bear with me. I'm good and awake this morning though, I'll tell you that. Right at dawn, I mean, it was on. I'm hoping this weather gets them going. We got some storms supposed to come in around noon today, I think. And weather's looking questionable all week. And I'm hoping as this front gets closer, it's gonna get these fish really going. Yeah, I got another one hooked up here. Now that we got James out of the way, got his fish dedicated, now maybe we can find somebody that these fish actually like. I don't know what they got wrong with James, man. He seems like a good guy. He's been real supportive of my channel, been a club member for a long time, but these fish hate his guts for some reason. They're spiteful, you know. I don't know what makes them hold grudges like that, but I'm the same way. When somebody crosses me, by God, I hate them for life. Yeah. Here's another one. This is slightly bigger than the other one. Another small, ain't nothing in comparison to the one we lost up there on that head bait. I caught so many fish yesterday, I had to bust out a new glove. I wore the thumb out of the glove yesterday. Come here, fish. No. I'm gonna find somebody dedicating you to, fish. These fish ought to be thankful. I feel like if they bite my hooks here, they're liable to swim downriver and away from that trot line. I'm saving these fish's life. I couldn't get that dang trot line up, man. I pulled and pulled. I couldn't get my line free from it. It's about a half mile long. I could see the damn thing. He's going crazy down here. I could see that damn trot line on my live scope, and it had fish all over it. But I couldn't do nothing with it. Let me scroll up here. Let me just pull somebody out. I'm gonna touch that one. Outdoors for a Change hit me with a 20 spot. It says tight lines. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm gonna dedicate that to you. This fish right here ain't worth 20 bucks. Let's let him talk. He says he is worth 20 bucks. Well, listen, fish, if somebody's willing to pay that for you, you worth whatever. How you going? All right. Thank you so much for that super chat, buddy. I got some more super chats up there too. I'm gonna get to them in just a second. Let me get us another bait on. We got one stinger fly rig, just one. I've had some get broke off and stuff. I got to retie. That's on my to-do list. Y'all look at the top of my head here while I cut the next bait. These hats, they're nice. Catfishsumo.com, code word kayak, get you 10% off your order. Y'all just sit there and admire it while I cut this bait now. I've gone through some bait today, buddy. One good thing though is the bait has been pretty easy to come by lately. They've been biting real good. That rod right there. Trim that fin off real quick. We may have to sprucing up these other baits here with as many as they're getting hit. There goes my head again right here, y'all. I got a head bait going down. We'll see if it stays hooked up this time. He's pulling a little drag. I hope it's that same one that I lost come back for it. I said, you know whose name, and that fish didn't want no part of it. Maybe now that a couple other people's had fish dedicated here, this one will stay hooked up. This is a better quality fish right here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can read there's Shane McClendon, James Cardwell. I can't read your comments, but I've seen your names pop up. I'm gonna reel in this fish, and he's a little better than the last one. Still ain't got that camera how I want it. Y'all, if you give me super chat, I'm coming, I promise. We're gonna find somebody to dedicate this one to. I don't know if this one's as big as the one that I lost, but he's better quality. Definitely better than the other two that we've landed. My arm's tired, y'all. I've reeled in a bunch of fish this morning. Need y'all to help me out. And some big bubbles coming out. That's a nice fish. That's a real nice fish right there. Yes, sir. That's a nice one. I call that a larger fun size right there. Come here, fishy. Gonna give me that head back too. That was a fresh head I put on before I started the stream. I want it back now. I want it back in good shape too. No! Let me spin this back around now. Come here, fish. You got that line all wrapped around you. No, 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 no. Uncalled for. Okay, I got him. No, no, no I don't. No I don't. All I got's a wet seat because he just splashed me good. Doggone. Got around my live scope pole. This fish is out of control, man. It's out of control. I got water running down my face. He got me good, y'all. I tried to land him too soon. You know, when you live, you got to rush through things. Normally, I'd play these fish out a little bit and edit that part of the video out. Come here now. You've had enough acting like that now. Doggone, knock my cutting board out. You out of control, fish. I want to dedicate you to somebody, but I don't know anybody wants you the way you've been acting. Lordy, man. Whew, y'all. I'm gonna pull somebody out here. Let me scroll up till I find a super chat, by God. We finding somebody to dedicate this old ornery fish to. Whisker Seeker Outdoors right there. That's for you, buddy. That's for you. He's getting his weight back on here. These fish, they're long. Some of them's kind of skinny, but they're getting it back on. That's for you, Whisker Seeker Outdoors. He out of here too. I'm happy for it. The whole side of my leg, y'all. I want you to look at this right here. I mean, I'm soaked. The whole side of me, my whole ass, everything here. I'm sitting in water. Dang fish, man. That one was out of control. I don't believe he was as big as the one I lost, but that's always the story. He's tore this bait all to heck too. I'm gonna get another fish out of it, but I'm gonna have to find another way to hook it here. The meat still looks good, but the mouth of it's tore all to crap. All right. I'm struggling to remember, y'all. I can't remember. I was cutting a bait. I can't remember if I dropped that bait down or not. Well, hell. I've done that before, you know. I'll leave a line setting and I'm live, and then I forget about it, and the line's just sitting under the water for an hour. That hadn't got hit, but I got water all over me, y'all. That's my bath for the day. Let me scroll up here before these super chats start falling off the screen. I don't want to miss anybody. Okay, there was, okay, there was Russell's comment. I remember seeing his for the membership. We got Creole Catfishing. He commented forever ago, hit me with $9.99. He said, "What's up, Justin?" Bon Pesci, my friend. Creole, if you've stuck with me, waiting for me to read that comment, thank you. I'm sorry it took me so long. These damn fish, man. You understand. You know how it is. Thank you, Creole. I appreciate all your support, my man. Creole, this fish here is annoying. He ain't on there. He keeps after it. Lord Creole's comment was forever ago. I got to scroll back up there and see what else I've missed. There's Keith Doc Reed. What's going on? There was Outdoors for a change. We got him a fish dedicated. Thank you again for that super chat. There's Hooks and Hammocks in the house. We got somebody there getting timed out. Hell yeah, we running some people off early today. That's what I'm talking about. Fish Wizard hit me with a 10 spot. He says, "Good luck, brother." Thank you so much, Fish Wizard. Sorry it took me so long to get to you. But he's a wizard of fish because his name is Fish Wizard. He'll understand. I know he will. There's Dane fishing. Walker's Catfishing Adventure says, "Enjoy the clouds while they last." Ain't that the truth? Thank you for being a club member. There was Whisker Seeker Outdoors 5 spot. We got that one. Got him a fish dedicated. Outdoors for a change. That fish was worth 21 even. That fish, he was so ornery he'd still argue it. Cedric Simmons says, "Hi, are there any carp fish out there?" Well, I think I know what that's in reference to. I've heard through the grapevine there's been another asshole taking shots at me. He'll see this house in the background and be out here fishing before long, I'm sure. Seems to be the way it is with all my other spots. We got Luke Grisham in the house. Trevor Dean's watching from Australia. Heck yeah, we got a land from down under. That's what I'm talking about. All over the world. I don't even know what time it is in Australia. You got it or not, fish? You got it? He wants it. Now he got it. Now he got it. All right. Let me reel another one in. Yeah. All right. Hooked up again, y'all. Hopefully this one stays buttoned up. It's been a crapshoot thus far. I still blame you know who, because every time I said his name, the fish would let go. I like him though. He's been a club member too long for me to hold it against him. Oh, this one here should have let it go. This one here, he ain't worth holding up. I'll dedicate him to somebody, I guess. Oh, oh. He's about as big as the bait. He ain't even got the hook. This one here got the hook up under the lip, y'all. Look at that. Turn around that way so they can see you. He didn't get the hook in the mouth, he got it up under the chin. This fish took an uppercut to the chin. Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas style right here. There we go. I'm gonna dedicate that in there to somebody. Who's that? Oh, my man. Eddie Damon Fitzgerald Richards. He just rejoined the club there. Look at that. That's for you, buddy. Thanks for rejoining the club, man. Here you go. Let me cut another bait. That's the problem with them small fish like that. If they don't chew up your bait to pieces, then they throw it off the hook when you're reeling them in. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off this skipjack here that I had on the floor. Got slime all over that line too. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna get caught up on the chat and then we may end up reeling in these other lines up here and rebaiting on them in a little while because they've been hit so much. I have to believe that they're probably chewed up. I still see a pile of fish there on the live scope under me. I just don't know what they are. They're not shad because they're not all, they're like individual fish down there, and I don't think that they're cats. I don't know what they are. Could be drum, I guess. I don't know. I ain't good enough with live scope to discern all that. Let's see what else we got happening here. I got... okay, there was Whisker Seeker's comment. Okay, so let me... I was just getting caught up in the chat fish. I was just getting caught up. That's another dinkety doodah right there. We need something to come along and eat that fish. That's what we need. Creole said, no worries, Justin. You seem to be a little busy this morning. I'm getting caught up here directly, Creole. Got Anarchy Production with a 2-spot. He says, hey, have you ever fished Ohio by Louisville? I have not, Anarchy. People keep telling me to come up there, and then people keep telling me the fishing's terrible there, so I don't know if it is or it ain't, but I ain't never made it up there yet. Thank you for that super chat, though. Chris Garrett's asking what kind of rods I'm using. I'm using my Signature Series rods. These are the Golly Whopper from Catfish Sumo. Brian Stewart said he got this same life jacket. Hell yeah. There's Ruger in the house. Walker's Catfishing Adventures hit me with $20. Hell yeah. Thank you, Walker's Catfishing Adventures. Got them super sticker stars all over it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Appreciate that. club member, hit me with super chats. He's a good man. Eddie Damon Fitzgerald Richards says, hey buddy, hope you catch a big one if you could. When you catch one, dedicate it to my fiance Paula. Good luck and God bless you. Thank you, Eddie. He's still got one of the best names in all of YouTube. That's a lot of names. It's a mouthful. But by gosh, I get it out every time. There's Mike Barron. $2. He says, hey, Justin, the bite getting way better on the Ohio. I'm glad to hear it for you, Mike. I hope you're wearing them out up there. All right, I think I'm getting down here now. There's Pontoon Jody. What's going on, Jody? Real Beef's in the house. There's Ted. Stephen Roth said the ledge bite is picking back up. I hope to be able to get a few blues this coming weekend. Weather makes me want to be on the water today instead of at work. Yeah, Stephen, today's the day to be out here. The rest of the week's looking questionable. There's Eddie back with a $1 super sticker. Heck yeah, Eddie. Thank you, my man. Eddie, I keep feeling this fit. Here's another one right here. Let's see if we can get Eddie's fiance Paula a fish here, possibly, if this one's still on. Yeah, it's on there. It may have finally hooked. We're going to dedicate one to Paula here. Let's see if we can get it reeled in if it won't let it go. It's just been on, y'all. There's been some good quality today, though. Good quality yesterday. Got that one decent one so far on the live stream, but y'all, well, I've done it, y'all. Hey, Paula, you've got a hell of a show here. I want to get this in case it comes off. I got two fish on the same line. I got one on the stinger and one on the hook. That's how you do it right there, folks. That's the true double right there, by God. Heck yeah, stinger flies paying off, man. That's for, hey, I got one for Eddie and one for Paula on here. That's awesome. Come on, fishies. Come over here now. Let me get hold of you. Y'all just come on in now, both of you now. They both flopping around here. How awesome is that? I got one rig out with the stinger flies. The damn trot line yesterday just wrecked me. That's awesome, man. I'll take a camera here and show it again now that they're out of the water. One on the stinger and one on the hook. That's cool. Let me get this one. We'll get the one at the stinger done first here. I'm gonna have to get the pliers on him. There it is. We'll dedicate the smaller one there to Eddie. We'll give Paula the bigger one. She's a good woman, you know. She's gonna marry Eddie, and she puts up with him. She lets him give me super chats on here and be in the Catfish Club, so I want her to have the better fish here. Paul, I'm gonna need you to come get this fish unhooked. I can't get the dang hook out of it. There we go. There we go. Lord, now I've hooked it with the stinger. There. Let me set that over there a second. Okay. Paula, there you go. That one's from Eddie, Paula. There you go. Whew. What an ordeal that was. Man, that was cool. One of these days, y'all, it's going to happen. I'm going to get two huge fish, one on the stinger and one on the regular hook. It's coming. It's going to happen. You watch and see. Mark my words. It's going to happen. I just got to get me some more rigs tied up. I usually, in the winter time when it's weather's nasty, you know, cold, and rainy and whatnot, I'll take a day and tie me up a bunch of leaders for the coming year. And so I've still got a bunch of my just regular Carolina rig leaders. And so I keep them in my bag. But my stinger rigs, that's something new I've been doing the last couple months. And so I just kind of been tying them as I go. And I'm out. All right, I think I got the slime off there. I'm gonna bust out another skipjack here. Let's get this in here. We're gonna rebait. Hopefully we're gonna do it all over again. Hey, y'all see that? I may be crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought that thing had weight on it. It does. It does. It's a flathead. I bet you it's a flathead right here. I glanced back and I saw that rod tip. Just never felt this one. Here we go again. Hopefully this one stays hooked up. Watch me pull it up here and it be a channel cat or something. Sure acted like a flathead, but I could have been distracted. I don't know. Maybe you didn't feel him bite. No, it's a flathead. It is. It is a flathead. That's another one. I got two before I went live. Let me get this rod here out of the way. Spin this back around. I gotta find somebody here to dedicate this one to. David Horner was the last super chat that I scrolled up to there. David Horner, it's flatheads for you, buddy. No, he ain't ready to come in. He's about to anyway, though. Come here. Come here now. There it is. There it is. Oh, Flatty. Flatty for David Horner. Hey, flathead, holler up there at David Horner and tell him thank you for that super chat, would you? This flat, he ain't telling you nothing, David. He ain't got nothing to say to you. I'll say thank you, though. Nice. Nice flatty right there. Let's send him home. There you go. I got something going on up here now with my head. Something had hit the bait, but it didn't hook up. Let's rebait two rods now. Heck yeah, man. It's fun when it's like this, y'all. I mean, during the spawn, you can come out and get on a bite like this, but it's all small fish. But once you get on into mid to late July, the spawn's wrapping up, you start getting action. You know, you're getting your small fish, you're getting a ton of bites, but then you start getting better quality fish mixed in a lot more frequently too. And that's where we're finally at here now. Here in East Tennessee, it's time. I'm gonna cut me two baits, get rid of that tail. We'll just chum the water with that tail there. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and admire that hat, available at catfishsumo.com. Y'all could have one just like I wear. All right. I hear a bird back there talking to me too. And birds, they'll sometimes fly over just to watch the show live. And birds ain't got YouTube, you know. They ain't got internet at their nest. They keep a very minimal, very simple lifestyle. So if they want to watch YouTube, they gotta fly over me while I'm filming the show. They watch me though. You can always count on them ospreys and eagles out here. All right, let me get this other rod baited. I feel like I need to reel in this other front rod up here. That's the one rod that we ain't catching nothing on, and that's suspect. We ought to be getting hit on that thing at the very least, you know what I mean? So before I get back to the chat, I'm just gonna reel in and take a peek at it. I don't know what the current's doing out here this morning. The wind is coming this direction. And so the spot lock has turned me into it, which is perfect, you know, because we can get these houses here in the background so people can steal the spots from the live stream. Oh, I got a fish on here. That's why it ain't been doing nothing. We're reeling in another fish. I just gonna check the bait and had one on. He ain't very big, that's why. He just been sitting down there with it. Good thing I checked that. Oh, that's a small fish here. I don't even think we need to dedicate this one to anybody. Well, this fish is so small, I'm gonna dedicate this into all my haters and the spot stealers out there. We'll dedicate that to them. When they show up to the places that I fished on video, I hope that's the size of the fish they catch. By God. All right, let's get another one here. That head was still, the meat on that head was still good on that front rod. The mouth was tore up, but we should be good on it. I think we're about to have everything resituated here. And then I'm gonna get back to the chat and maybe we'll be able to have a conversation if these fish will leave us alone a little while. It's a fine line when you live stream. I've learned this. You don't want to get skunked, that's for sure. That's just embarrassing when you get skunked. And you don't want a real slow day because then you talking for, you just scrolling through answering questions for an hour straight, and that gets tedious as a live streamer. But you also don't want days where it's just fish after fish after fish, because then you can't carry on a conversation with anybody. You can't hardly conversate at all. So there's a fine line between too few fish and too many fish. I'd always rather err on too many fish though, because at least I can have fun with too many fish. Okay. Let me scroll back up here and see. I want to make sure. Okay, there was Eddie's. There was his $1 super chat. Thank you again for that, Eddie. Got him and his fiance Paula taken care of there. We got David Horner's there. All right, we got that. Got him a fish dedicated. Eddie Damon, he says, Bubba, I can tie some and send them to you. How can I get them to you? Eddie, thank you for that. Don't worry about it though. Catfish Sumo is about to launch their own stinger fly here, hopefully within the next month or two. They are in production now. As soon as I realized, Dewey, my friend Dewey, tied me he tied me some flies, which I proceeded to lose down there on Nickajack, and then I got some off Amazon. And I told, once I knew right away that these stinger flies were the real deal, I got with Daniel, the owner of Catfish Sumo. And so he's been working on some models and they're in production now. So I'll be able to get their version of it here soon. But thank you though for the offer, Eddie, I appreciate that. Where was that other one? Oh, David, he said, finally caught a live stream, have enjoyed the carp videos, keep lines tight. Well, thank you, David. I'm glad you like the carp videos, man. I've had a lot of complaints about them, but my views have been fine on them. My subscriber count, all these people tell me, I'm tired of these carp videos, I'm unsubscribing, and then I look at my subscriber count per video, and it's up 50. It's up 100 every time, every video. So I'm like, well, thanks for telling me you were unsubscribing, otherwise I wouldn't have noticed. But I'm glad you like the carp videos. Hey, there's Sandra, Florida Channel Catfishing. What's going on? She says, keep it up, headed back to work. I'm glad you're working again there, Sandra. I know you've been stressed about that. There's Pontoon Jody with a 10 spot, says, I want a flatty. Y'all remind me, if I get another flatty, it's Pontoon Jody's. Thank you for that super chat, Jody. Y'all, if you ain't already, hey, I'm trying to talk to Jody, and this fish right here is he's on there. I don't think it's no flatty, but it's on there. Let's reel in another one. Y'all remind me, when we get a flatty, it's Jody's. But I was going to say, y'all check out Pontoon Jody. She fishes out here at Watts Bar some, Chickamauga. Every Thursday night, she's on there live. She's on there late too, so if y'all night owls, I don't know when the hell she sleeps. She's on YouTube all night live, and then now it's, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning here now. She's on my live stream. I don't know when you sleep, Jody, but y'all go check her out. Pontoon Jody. Jody, by gosh, you conjured it up, Jody. It is a flathead. Sure as the world it is. It didn't act like one, but it is. Come here, Flatty. We gotta show you off to Jody. Oh, I'm about to lose him. There it is, Jody. He ain't very big. Oh, hey. You calm it down. Well, we're getting the bait back too. I'm taking that bait back, fish. I got it back. Hey, Jody, thank you again for the super chat. There's your flathead. He just a little fella, but he's gonna get big someday. He'll be here waiting on you, Jody, when you come down. Get out of here, fishy. What are the odds of that? Well, that's flathead number 2 of the live stream and number 4 on my day. I'm gonna rehook that bait and send it right back down. That's awesome, man. Jody, you conjured that daggone thing up. That's like when you say somebody's name you don't like, and then you run into them at the Walmart. That's how that goes. Jody put that out there in the universe and got me a flathead. My ass is still soaking wet, y'all, from that big fish earlier. Every time I sit back in this seat, I feel myself squishing around. Let's see. Jacksonburg 499, he says, great job. Keep up the good work. Catch one for me. Thank you so much, Jackson. Appreciate you tuning in and sending the super chat. Old man on the hill says, I want to see Justin do a money dance in the kayak. You don't want me dancing. Be like Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air out here. There's fishing for fun. Thanks for stopping by the live stream, buddy. So he's been watching for weeks. There's Jeff Gerald. What's going on, Jeff? Noah Ross says, does Watts Bar have a thermocline? It doesn't in the areas that I've been fishing. We've had enough current flow lately that shouldn't be no thermocline. Jeff Gerald says, oh, what did I miss, Justin? Folks moving in on, yeah, you know, places that I was catching fish at last year, now you got other YouTubers out there doing the same thing at those spots this year. It's like, okay, well, I'll just move, hit a different area, and they can come fish these spots next year. I don't have to follow people around. Cast Catch says, that's hard to say, Cast Catch. 40, it's hard for me to say, it's like a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast. He says 45% chance of rain at Watts Bar at 1 and lightning warnings by 2. Yeah, y'all keep an eye on radar for me. I may have to jet out of here. We are supposed to have some weather this evening. I'm hoping though, as it gets closer, moves in, that these fish really turn on though. That's what I'm hoping. Hey, Dean Tillman, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I am having a good time out here today. Steven says, you know as well as he does, people can pick out your spot from one tree branch. Man, that's the truth. A few years back, I don't remember what group I'd posted in, but I had a picture of my kayak, and it was on the, like I'd pulled it up on the shore, and you couldn't see anything in the background. It was just like a downward angle of my kayak, and somebody's like, oh yeah, that's such and such ramp. I fish there all the time. And I'm like, how the hell did you figure that out from a downward angle? But by gosh, they called it out. They knew exactly where I was at, and it was like it wasn't like a, you know, a real public ramp either. It was kind of one of them backwoods places that I launched a kayak, and they can spot anything, man. They can spot absolutely anything. But yeah, you know, when I show my graph, and you know, when there's big landmarks and stuff, and especially if I'm catching fish there, I mean, I have people come up to them. It's like, hey, I saw your video and you were catching these fish, and I went out there such and such day or the weekend or whatever. And I'm like, so I'm at a point now, it's like if I get on a good bite, I used to try to mix it up and move a little bit more regularly. Like if I get on a good bite, I'm going to just start wearing it out. I'm going to just pound that area until I'm done with it, because if I don't, somebody else is. So I'm going to just start hammering areas. That's the way you got to do it. It's the price of YouTube. We got Walker's Catfishing Adventures says, what kind of structure are you fishing? I'm in a hole today, right at the top edge of it, just spot locked on it. David Wood says, I'm the new Bill Dance of Tennessee. Heck yeah, I'll take it, man. He's the OG, he's the legend. Cast catches, we need a blooper. Hell, I feel like every day I hit the water's a damn blooper. Walker's Catfishing Adventures says, love the carp videos. It's all about getting out there and catching fish. Well, thank you, Walker's. I'm digging the carp too, man. When I go fishing, I want to catch fish. And carp are a hard fighting fish. And carp are like catfish used to be for me. Used to, when I would go catfishing, I could go out and have the water to myself. You know, it was my me time. And now, between the volume of boats out on the water now, not just catfishermen, but like pleasure boats, wakeboarders, ski boats, houseboats. I mean, it's a different world out here now than what it was 10 years ago. And if I'm not out, if I go weekday mornings like today, we won't see another boat out here probably. We'll get one working this rod. But you get out in the afternoons, you get on the weekends, it's unbearable out here where I want to catfish. But with carp, it's like catfishing used to be for me. I can have my me time. I can get up in these backwaters and these creeks where ain't no damn $80,000 wake boat. They can't get up in there. They can't navigate through it. And I can just have a damn good time and have my fun with hard fighting fish that are big fish, you know. The average size carp is bigger than the average size catfish. Now, you know, you're not going to catch a 60, 80 pound carp like you have a chance to every time you go catfishing. But they're a damn good time, and I'm having fun with it. And, you know, the peanut gallery wants to gripe and complain in the comment box, but again, every time somebody says, well, I'm unsubscribing, I click on the video, and it tells you how many subscribers you've added or lost in the video, and I'm always adding more than I'm losing. So I'm like, well, just scurry along, get the hell out then. Complainers can go tell somebody who cares. They can go to these other YouTubers and complain on me in their chat box. At least they can advertise for me there. So I'm going to keep doing the carp videos whether people like it or not. And those in my audience that don't like it, well, I'll just replace them with people that do. I'm going to piss a bunch of people off today, y'all. I'm going to piss too many people off. Other YouTubers, trot liners. I'm going to get the pleasure boaters riled up in a video later this week. I about died earlier this week. People about run me over. Let me get back to the comments before I go on any more rants. We got Plan B says has never used a stinger fly. I'd give them a shot, man. They get you some extra fish. Boy, I'm way behind in the chat box. Here's Tim Hull. He's been a member for 9 months. Thank you, Tim. He didn't leave no comment with it, but thank you. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for your long-term support. JW says, love the carp videos. Can't wait until you're a buffalo expert too. Man, I've got that trip circled in November there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping Kevin from Palmetto Cats, I think he's going to come down there with me if his work schedule comes out or works out for him. So we're going to try to go down there together. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Corey Smith. There's Paul Boyd, P&B Catfishing. He's been a member for 10 months. Thank you so much, Paul. He didn't leave no comment with it either, but thank you for that. Lacey says, can't wait for the next ultralight video. I ain't filmed no ultralight lately. I need to get back on it. I need to do that. The cats have been biting, the carp's been biting, so I've been playing with them lately. There's Big Mike. He's been a member for 8 months. He says, come on, 100-pounder. I'm here ready and waiting on it, Big Mike. I went down there to your neck of the woods the other day, Big Mike. I was on Nickajack. I didn't catch very many fish, but the ones I got was pretty good quality. And then I about died because they had some kind of Miami Vice boat running through there. Had a race going on. They about run me over. I don't know what's up with this Big Mike. He ain't on there. Feel like we've had a little lull here. We got that one's getting hit there too. We got Chris Jones been a member for 10 months. Heck yeah, we got all the members up in here today. Man, I'm glad y'all could tune in today. Hell, we got almost 400 people watching here on a Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love it. I can just go live whenever. This spot here, I don't know what these people that live down here, I don't know what they've done to pay off AT&T, but I actually got good cell phone service here. I got 4 bars in this spot. 4. I mean, you just don't get that here in East Tennessee. I'm lucky to get 2 bars most places. Here, this is like the epicenter of AT&T. So apparently some AT&T executive must live down here. That's all I can figure. But I got cell phone service. I'd already filmed another video this morning, tore them up out here. I said, I'm going to go live, and here we are. Got 380-something people in here. It's awesome. We got Stephen Roth. He said, you've made me and my son order some of the pack bait weights and hair rigs. We're going to give it a try. Hey, awesome. I hope you do well with it. I think you'll have a good time regardless. David Starless says he can't wait to get my Golly Whopper pole. Man, I hope you like it. I think you will. Hey, Eddie, have a good day, man. Hope you have a good day at work there. There's Drew Amused Custom Surf Rigs in the house. Daniel Creech says he loves my attitude. Boy, few people do, so thank you, Daniel. Tim Hull says, hey, Justin, glad to see you live again. Been missing you. I've been missing y'all, too. I've either had poor cell phone service where I've been, or, you know, it's just been days where I ain't been catching enough to justify going live lately. Everything come together today, though. Hey, there's Wormy. He says, I like them. Don't care what everyone else likes. I like all the videos of yours. Well, thank you, Gary. Mountain Home Force is the carp are fun. People don't like it. Oh, well, that's my thought, too. It's their problem, not mine, if they don't like it. My mom says it's nice to hear all the positive comments today. There have been some really nasty people this last... Yeah, I tell you, I've blocked more people in the last week than probably the last month combined. I don't know what it is. People don't like the carp. But I don't like mean people, and I don't like stupid people. And there's a lot of mean and stupid people, so I've just been blocking the hell out of them. And like I said, they can go advertise for me on the other channels. Some of these YouTubers, it's like a I Hate Justin convention in their chat box. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna check this fish. He's hit it a few times. It may be a situation where we've got another Well, we do. We've got another small fish on here. It's just been probably just sitting there with that dang thing, munching on that bait. Another small, though. He's real small. He may have come off, actually. No? No, he's on there. He's got the stinger. This one here ate the stinger, y'all. This fish here, one of his friends ate the other bait, and he got the stinger down there. Come on, fish. We gave him a lip piercing today. There we go. He's so small. Should we dedicate him to somebody, anybody? Tim Hull, you want this fish? Tim Hull's been a member forever. We just did his membership thing. Tim, if you want that fish dedicated, it's yours. I'm embarrassed to even suggest it. It's so small. I feel bad about that. Tim's been so good to me, being a member for so long, and for me to dedicate a fish like that to him, it's embarrassing. I'm gonna cut another bait up here though. We'll see if we can find one even smaller to feed it to. Lordy days, I got that stinger. Okay, there it goes. I had that thing all wrapped up. That stinger fly, you know, I was talking to Daniel about that the other day. I was down there at Nickajack. I had lunch with him, and we were talking about these stinger flies. It's like, well, you know, there's really no reason not to have the fly on your rig, because it's not, I've caught so many fish with it, with the baited hook, you know, not the stinger fly. It's not causing interference with those hookups. And so it's like, otherwise, well, if it's not causing any interference with the other hook, why not have them on your rods? Because there's no downside to it. You know, if you get a day where fish are just super inactive, they might eat that smaller fly. They might get drawn into your bait, but not really committing to the larger cut bait, but they might eat that fly. And then there's been situations too where a bait comes up, or I mean a fish comes up and they roll on your bait and they don't get it for whatever reason, and then they roll into that stinger fly and you catch them like that. I've got a bunch of catches with the stinger from that, so there's really no reason not to have them on there. So I just got to get some more retied. Right now I'm using them bucktail teasers on Amazon. I got a couple of packs of them that I had ordered, but Catfish Sumo will have their version out here soon. Let me see. I don't know where I left off at. Oh, there was Gary's comment, okay. Big Mike says loading trucks and watching fishing, nothing better. Heck yeah, Big Mike. Hey, Douglas Medlin said he got out yesterday with no problems for a couple hours. Now time to get back in the kayak. Man, I'm glad you're doing better, Douglas. He took a fall, y'all. Broke some bones and stuff. Eric Flowers says, hopefully you make more today than on TikTok. Yeah, I went live on TikTok for an hour a few weeks ago, made $1.85, y'all. I said, hell with this crap. That TikTok comment box is a cesspool. Made $1.85. I said, I'll stick with YouTube. Tim Hulse is getting me interested in carp fishing. Looks like so much fun. I love to fish, but throw them all back. Heck yeah, man. Give it a try, Tim. You'll like it. Chris Jones says a tug on the line is always fun. I agree with that. Right here. We might have that one hooked up there. That's another one on that stinger fly rig. I'll just drop back down. Spin the camera around so y'all can see what's going on here. I need that camera to just know what I want it to do. Technology will get there one of these days, and it'll just follow you around. I had one of them camera companies reach out to me recently. They make that Insta360 camera. They just come out with a new one, and they offered to send me one, but you know, ain't nothing free in this life, and they wanted like 2 dedicated review videos, and I had to like do other stuff in 3. It was like 5 total videos for it, and I was like, that's too much. I'm not a camera review channel. I don't mind doing one video or something, but those 360 cameras, I think as the technology gets better, that's going to be a really cool thing in the fishing world, to be able to set up a camera in one place and be able to get all the different angles and stuff. But from what I've read on those cameras, they overheat very quickly. And so I don't know from a fishing perspective if we could keep it running all day, especially in the heat and stuff. I think most of them people that's using the 360 cameras are doing it to like get kind of like drone-like shots, even though they're not in a drone. That's what they're trying to accomplish. And I don't think the technology's quite there for us to be an effective tool in the fishing world yet. At least not as a primary camera anyway. Come up here, fish. You big enough, we're gonna dedicate you to somebody. That one ate the cut bait. I'm seeing, who is that? Just give me $50 right there. Bullet? B-U-L-L-I-T-T, Bullet. That's an interesting spelling, and Bullet, he didn't leave a comment there, but he left me a 50 spot. That's for you, buddy. That was perfect timing, man. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. I appreciate the hell out of it. I hope he leaves me a comment. I could be wrong. I don't think I've seen Bullet in the chat box before. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Bullet. Man, y'all generous today. Got all these club members, got people hitting me with super chats. I got fish coming along constantly here, chewing up our baits. I'm gonna cut another one up right quick. That fish there, he had ate the cut bait too, not the fly. Lord, he got that fly. He was down there doing his roll, and he got that fly all wrapped up there. There we go. Next bait going down. Down it goes where it stops. Well, I know where it's going to stop. Right under me at 54 feet. That's where it's going to stop. Before I get back to the chat, I'm just going to pick up on this. No, my line must be the current. I saw my line sitting there kind of at an angle, and I was like, is that a fish? Must just be the current though. Okay, where'd I leave off at? Bullet had hit me with a 50 spot there. My gosh. He says, you do what you do, Justin Carper Cat, and no ticky-tacky. Thank you so much, Bullet. You're a good man or woman. I don't know if it's a man or woman. Thank you so much. Wrong of me to be assuming genders in 2022. Thank you so much, man. Ted says, my wife can't stand what I watch on YouTube unless it's Justin. She loves his attitude. Get out if you don't like me. Ted, I'm glad your wife let you watch. There's Bill Coulter in the house. Mike Barron hit me with $2. He says, what kind of fishing shirt do you have on? I got to know. This is a True Timber fishing shirt. True Timber fishing there. And I like it. It's got a graphic design, but I like the material. It's got that sunscreen material, EP50 or whatever. But this is really soft. I mean, it feels like a, I don't know. It feels like a. I'm not a clothes designer. I don't know what I'm trying to describe. It just feels soft. It feels good on the skin. I like it. So they sent me. I have full disclosure. They sent me these. They sent me these shirts and the bibs that I wear, and so I got a link down in the description to the bibs. But I don't have to do anything. They're basically just like, well, here, take the stuff. I don't have to prostitute myself for them anyway. But I actually like it. The bibs are great and the shirts are great. So thank you for that super chat there, Mike. Let me scroll up here, make sure I didn't miss any more there. And then I'm gonna get back down there. Okay, I think I got that squared away. Some name I can't pronounce is the stitching still needs to work with the 360 cam. Yeah, I saw some people having trouble with the stitching there, where at certain angles it cut you in half or whatever. Insta360 just launched that new one though, and that's when they had reached out to me. Well, they'd reached out to every YouTuber with a decent following, trying to get 5 videos out of you. Chris Bale has joined the club. Thank you so much, Chris Bale. Glad to have you, my man. There's my buddy Ed from Oklahoma. He says, hey bro, spent all my hundos in Missouri this weekend. Get you next time. Thanks for going live, listening in under the Weldon hood. Hey, thank you, Ed. Yeah, Ed took his daughter to some shark tank or something, some shark exhibit out there. I saw it on the Facebook. It looked like they had a dang good time. Now he's back at work today. He was having more fun over the weekend than what he's having today at work. I promise you that. It's probably still 120 degrees in Oklahoma too. Willis Cops, haters always gonna hate. This is a YouTube channel by Justin, and he fishes for what he wants, when he wants. That's the damn truth. See, Willis Cop gets me. He gets it. Chris Bell says, thank you all. Thank you, Chris. Man, I'm glad you joined the club, man. Glad to have all my club members. Y'all help keep things going around here. Hockey87 was wondering, do you have subtitles for your stream? No, I probably need some with my southern drawl though, don't I? I need them old subtitles. Trying to figure out how to get my videos done in other languages. Like, when I'm doing these carp videos, they're popular overseas, and I want to tap into that audience. But I need my videos translated into French and Russian and all that, and I don't know how to do that. I ain't got all these technical computer skills. I can do basic video editing and I can answer a phone. That's about all I can accomplish. People have accused me before, of photoshopping fish. I'm like, hell, I can barely take the photo, let alone Photoshop anything. Monster Cat Mafia says, it was nice seeing you at Loudon Saturday. Did you end up catching a few skips? I did, yeah. Yeah, they was biting real good there right at dark. It's good seeing you too. Creepy Pasta Poet said, Justin, didn't you catch 2 cats on the same hook one time? I did, yeah, I did that last year. That one fish had hit the bait and run the hook through its mouth, and then another fish ate it. And so one fish had the hook and the other one, the leader line, was going through its mouth. It was one of the damnedest things that's ever happened. Look right here. We got another one on. We got another one. What? It's a pulling right there now. Let me set the camera up. That may be a little better one there, possibly. I got good fish right here at dawn. And since we went on the live stream, we had one fun sizer there, got a couple flatheads, but otherwise it's been mostly small on the live stream. Yesterday, my biggest fish come a little after 10 a.m. So that big bite could happen anytime. Again, we got this weather system moving in today. The wind has picked up since I've been out here. this morning. So days like today, you just, I do, days like today, I have extra confidence. I'm like, some days you go out and you know you're going to struggle. Days like today, though, it's like, oh, that big bite could happen any second. This fish here ain't very big, though. He's not very big, but he's a bite. I want to dedicate this one here to the new club member, Chris. Here, what was Chris's last? I'm terrible with names. You'll have to forgive me. I'm so bad with names. I lost my spot here. Give me a second here. Scroll up. Chris Bell. I want to dedicate this one to Chris Bell. If he'll open his mouth. Hey, fish. We're going to dedicate you to Chris now. You're going to calm down. You're going to act presentable. You're going to give me that hook back too. Maybe. All right. We'll get you out of that line. Oh, no. Chris, your fish, he said hell with you. I'm grateful you joined the club and all, but that fish said he don't care about no club. That fish said he wanted to go back home. He didn't. That fish said Chris may have signed up for the club, but he didn't. So he didn't want to be showed off to the camera, apparently. Sorry, Chris. We'll get you some other time, I reckon, that dang fish. I don't know what it is. Chris Bell and James Shuey, the fish don't want nothing to do with them. They don't want to be dedicated to them, I don't reckon. Let me get me another bait cut. I just left that last skipjack out of the cooler here. The way we've been catching them. Didn't figure it'd be long. I'm a little concerned about these other rods up here. The fact that they ain't been hit in a little while makes me wonder if there's any bait on the hook. Send that one back down. No, we'll at least get another on this one. But you know, these other two rods ain't been hit in a while. That's suspect, ain't it? Much action as we've had, I'm still seeing fish down there on the live scope. Lay down there. All right, yeah, sorry again, Chris. I gave it the college try there, man. We tried. Let me scroll up there. I had another big one pop up. Where'd it go? Who was that? Hey, Vivi Saldana, my man from West Texas. Old truck driver there. Comes through Tennessee all the time. He says, good morning, buddy. I don't know how long you've been live, but I'm here with you, buddy. Thank you for all the good advice and the great job you do out on the river. Say hello to West Texas for me. Hammer down. Absolutely. Thank you, Vivi. Vivi shows up every live stream, y'all. He's a hardcore viewer. Glad to have him, too. Hope you're safe out there. Wherever you're at today, Vivi, I hope you're safe. He goes all over the country, y'all. Last time we was live, he was coming through Alcoa, which ain't too terribly far from me. That's pretty cool. A Virginian says, hey Justin, Playbook Robert here. NIH called last week, decided to enroll in the first in human trials with the time I have left. Man, again, Virginian, I'm sorry you're going through that. He's had a real tough go here, y'all, with the cancer and all, but I hope I hope the trial goes well for you. I hope things work out. I never know what to say in these situations. I was a ER nurse for a long time and had to deliver bad news and be in on bad news, and all these years it never got any easier. You never know what to say in those situations, but I'm pulling for you, Virginia, and that's for damn sure. You can count on that. We're about to look at that line. My gosh, right there. Let me set this camera back up. He swam out there with that head now. Nope. Nope. He just took that head and, Lord, we gotta switch that out. Look at this. Buddy, they've went to town with that thing. The dinks have down there and they've destroyed that. Boy, that's a mess. Let me bust out another one here. Y'all admire my hat again. Gotta do some more cutting here. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut a couple more baits out of this skipjack. Throw that tail out. Chum the water with the gut pocket and the tail. And I'm gonna, while I'm reeling in, or got this other one up here, I'm gonna reel in them other lines that ain't getting hit, because it's just weird that the stinger fly rig has gotten hit and the other ones haven't in that same time, at least not to my knowledge. And that's just weird. I feel like they should be getting hit. I'm thinking they ain't got no bait on them. That's what the problem is. Okay. Front left rod, skipjack head. Good and fresh, going down. I'm gonna reel in these two corner rods. Did I just get hit with a raindrop or bird crap? I heard a pop on my life jacket. No. Well, what that was. I hope it wasn't bird crap. That'd ruin anybody's day right there. You get crapped on. I ain't got no bait on this one. I can tell just by reeling it in I ain't got no bait. That's why this one ain't getting hit no more. Got robbed. Well, we can fix that problem right quick, fast, and in a hurry. Down it goes. Get this other one reeled in too. I'd bet you Vivi Daldana's super chat that it ain't got no bait on it either. I can tell you right now, as soon as I picked up on it, I can tell I ain't got no bait on it. We got robbed, y'all. They stealing us blind out here today. They stealing us blind. We about to have 4 rods out though with guaranteed bait on the hooks. We're gonna get these fish feeding again. I just wish I knew what them fish on the live scope are. They're not all cats. The cats, I believe, are coming in and feeding on whatever those are. They're not shad. There's too much. They're not a big enough school, and there's too much space in between the fish. But I don't know what they are. They're relating to bottom. It could be drum. Could possibly be walleye or something, maybe. I don't know. Whatever those are, the cats are eating them though. All right, let's scroll up here. Close my cooler there too. Letting all the bald air out there. Let me scroll. Okay, there was Vivi's. Callie, K&K Fishing Adventures, club member for 10 months. Says, hey, finally catching one of these again. It's my early day at work. I'll listen on the way to work. Hey, Callie, glad you back at work. Kelly had the Rona, y'all. She's had a rough go of it. She's been real sick, but back at work today, so obviously the health has improved some. Glad to hear it, Kelly. Cody says, can't Photoshop live video. That's the dang truth. If it happens live, it's happening. Fishing with Big Mike's is going to have to make a trip to Loudon this weekend. No skippies here to be found. Yeah, they biting good up here, Big Mike. Biting real good. Catch them from the bank. That's where I've been getting them at. Big Mike, if you come up this way, holler at me. I might meet you out there or something. There's my mom and Pontoon Jody doing a fine job of moderating up in here. Keith Doc Reed still in the house. Cast catches, what action are those poles you're running? They're medium heavy. A little bit stiffer tip because I suspend baits all the time. And, you know, with the kayak, when you're using circle hooks and the kayak kind of gives when a rod goes over, it kind of gets pulled over with it. The stiffer tip helps get those hook sets. Shane McClendon in the house. Randy Shaw says small fish better than no fish. I agree with that. Speaking of small fish, there was one after that one. There's Harry Sproles. Chris Bell says, thank you, my day is made. I tried, Chris. I tried, man. Boy, how far behind am I in the chat box there? I'm going to scroll on down. I'm way behind. Meat guy says it's worth 20 to me. He's been skunked all year and spent way more just trying. Yeah, I can relate to that, man. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Hey, Daryl Hebron, $10. He said, went out yesterday, got 14 walleyes, laid off the cats for a day. Heck yeah, man. Glad you had a good day. Thank you for that super chat, Daryl. My buddy Eric Romines, we call him Romines. He was walleye fishing. Him and Holly owned CNC Outdoors up there. They were walleye fishing below Fort Loudon the other night. I don't know if they done any good, but I had messaged her and told her about some skipjack, and they were down there walleye fishing. Levi Williams says, I love your videos, Mr. Justin. You're my favorite person to watch on YouTube because you're a cat fisherman second to none. I appreciate all the work that you do. Well, thank you, Levi. That's very nice of you. Very nice comment. Mahozel. I don't know how the hell to say your name. But he says, where do you get your method feeders from? A place called Big Carp Tackle. Unfortunately, I don't have a link. They don't give me an affiliate link. I don't guess they want to work with me. But they're the only U.S. supplier that I can find that has those particular method feeders. So I'm either going to have to find another supplier or I'm going to have to find me another method feeder so that I can get a link. Scott Fegan says, shout out from Abilene, Texas, watching you on my birthday. Have fun. Happy birthday, Scott. I hope it's the best day of your life, man. I don't know how old you are, but happy birthday. If you're real old, be careful blowing out the candles. It's hot and dry everywhere. You might start a fire. As Smokey the Bear says, only you can prevent forest fires. So be careful with that birthday cake. Tim Hull says, glad you have a new supervisor. Me too. That's my dog he's referring to, y'all. Daphne, she's a handful. She's not the best behaved dog. She's fine until you scold her or get onto her. Then she gets spiteful and she wants to poop in the floor. She can poop on command. This dog poops 5-6 times a day, every day. And I'm not talking about like small amounts either. She poops more than a human, and she's a 45-pound dog. So she's a mess. She's something else. We're going to get her trained right here eventually. She got kicked out of the grandparents' house the other day. My mom calls, and she couldn't handle her no more. So I got to teach her to be better, or she's going to be spending a lot of time in the crate. Val O says, I love your accent. I'm in New York, but I watch enough of your videos and I'm learning Southernese. I'm glad you like it, Val. I can't hide that Southern drawl, that's for sure. William Clarius says he went fishing yesterday, caught 8 carp from 3 to 12 pounds using pack bait and fake corn. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you have a good day. There's Catfish 573 from beautiful Lake Texoma. Awesome. Tim All says the Jello mix, how much of everything do you use to make it? So typically what I do is I take 2 cans of breadcrumbs from Walmart, and I think they're like 8-ounce cans, so say 16 ounces of breadcrumbs, 3 ounces of Jello, and 1 can of sweet corn. That'll make a small batch if I'm just going on a quick trip. If I'm going out on a bigger trip, or if I've baited an area and I know I'm going to catch a lot of fish, I double all those amounts. So it'll be 4 cans of breadcrumbs, I'll do 6 ounces of Jello, and then I'll use like one of the big cans of corn, like the family size. I think it's, I don't know how big it is, but they're like 98 cents there at the Walmart. That's my big batch. Tim, they chewing up that head bait down there, Tim. He's almost acting like he's got it, but that's that big head I just put down. No, he ain't either. Well, he's back after it again. I'm gonna set this back up here. I think he may accidentally have it bait. Hey, there's Callie. Oh hell, Callie hit me with a $50 bill here, y'all. K&K Fishing Adventure says it's actually good luck in some cultures when a bird craps on you. Well, I don't want to be part of them cultures. Says, so maybe it's a good sign. Feeling a lot better since the last time we talked. Hope you catch a big one. Oh, got to make up for missing a few donations. Hey, thank you, Callie. I appreciate you, Callie. I'm just glad you're feeling better. I reached out to Callie because she posts YouTube videos up there in North Dakota. Yeah, this fish is on there, Callie. But it's summertime up there in North Dakota, and you know, it's thawed out and everything, and so I hadn't seen Callie posting any videos. I was a little concerned, and so I reached out. You know, she had the Rona up there. It's been going around. My girlfriend had it too. It's been pretty rampant again. Callie, this fish here, I don't know, it feels funny. It ain't fighting. It's like I'm just pulling the damn thing in dead weight. I wonder if he ain't foul hooked or something, or wrapped up in the line. No, he ain't foul hooked. He's got the bait in his mouth. He just ain't fought me. Oh, now he's gonna show out. Now he's gonna splash around. He just let me do all the work. He just let me reel him in. Well, Callie, this fish ain't very big, but I'm gonna dedicate this one to Callie, who just hit me up with a 50 spot on her way to work this morning. Come on, fish. Hey, fish. You had your chance to fight when I was reeling you in now. It's time. Nope. He saved all his energy for this moment. This fish's dreams come true right here. I'm getting to be on a YouTube live stream. You got anything to say for yourself, fish? Nothing? Why don't you look up there at the camera and tell Callie hi. Well, I gotta fix that camera mount, don't I? Look up there and tell Callie hi. Tell Callie we'll try to get a big one next time. This is a smaller fun size. Lengthwise, these fish, a lot of them just skinny from being on the spawn. I think this back rod over here is getting hit too, possibly. Something was after it there. Well, that fish at least left us this head bait on still. And it's looking, it still looks perfect. It's like that fish never even happened. If we didn't catch it on video, we wouldn't have known. I'm gonna drop it back down. It's weird, you know, it's all small fish here. This morning, some better quality. But now it's like the smaller ones have moved in. All right, let me get the camera back. Let me scroll up. I left off on Callie's comment. Okay. Oh, right here. Boy, right here. Well, that's a little bit better takedown right there, I believe. Okay. Yeah, that's a better fish. That's a better fish. That one's better. He's gonna pull some drag. This one's a better fish. Yeah, it took a little while. We got a better quality going on now. We've had to sort through some dinks, but hey, this one's pulling, man. He's running backwards here. I hope he ain't gonna get in that line. I really don't want to get him all tangled up with that other rig. I'm gonna be able to keep him out of it though. Come on, fishy. Okay, good. I don't think he got in that other line. He's back up here under me now. It's a blue. I feel him rolling. Oh boy, he's taking back off too. He's taking back off. I'm gonna have to play this one out a minute. This is a good fish right here. This is a good one. That one I caught on this spot yesterday, man, is a golly whopper. I caught some more yesterday that was good size. This morning got one that was really good. And some more better. I mean, it's that time of year. They're gonna start showing up more frequently again. Goodness. He's strong. Yeah, this one here is going to be worth waiting on right here. Get up here, fish. Show yourself already. You caught now. Don't even try to come off. Oh man, come on, fish. Come on now. This is one that he ate a chunk. Oh man, he's pulling. Glad I switched out them baits a little while ago because this rod had a bare hook sitting down there for God knows how long. Oh man, seeing all the bubbles coming up there. All the bubbles, but I ain't really got to look at the fish yet. I guarantee he's going to be good though. Come on, fish, get up from under the kayak now. Oh yeah, that's a good one, man. Oh boy. Oh boy, look right there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Woo-wee, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's put the camera back up here, y'all. Business picked up. As old Jim Ross used to say, Monday Night Raw, business is about to pick up. Whoo! I'm gonna tire him out just a second. This fish here, he ain't done. He ain't done, and I don't want to bring a fish this size in too green because things go bad. Whoo! Callie says, good luck, bud. Crap brought in the big fish. It may, boy, Callie said, that's good luck in some cultures. I don't know if I actually got crapped on or not. It felt like it. By gosh, luck changed right after that though, didn't it, Kelly? Man, oh man. Let me just scroll up. Let's find somebody here to dedicate that into before I land this thing. You know, I'll tell you what, Larry R, it says Larry R, welcome to the Catfish Club. Larry, if you still watching, buddy, thanks for joining the club. We'll get you this fish. This is a hell of a way to join the club, Larry. I hope you're still watching. Yeah, buddy. Where's my glove? I'm gonna need the glove on this one, y'all. I'm damn sure gonna need the glove. This one here gonna tear me up. I've been sitting in this one spot all morning, y'all. Just spot locked here to the top of this hole. He's still, man, I ain't at a point yet where I'm gonna get hold of him. You know, fellas in boats and stuff, they net these fish. They get them up the surface, they net them, the fish can flop around in the boat and wear out the rest of their energy. Well, in the kayak, I ain't got no net. And I don't want him flopping around the rest of his energy out here in the floor of the kayak. So I play them out in the water a little longer. It's better on the fish because they're not going to hurt themselves flopping around out there in the water, and they're still able to breathe and everything. Helps me shorten the time that I keep them out of the water. Okay, I got hold of the line here. Y'all ready for this? I'm ready. Fish, you ready? Larry, are you ready? Larry, I hope you're still out there watching, Larry. Lord Almighty, I hope you're watching. I got another fish up here on this head bait now. I'm gonna see what this rod does. My rod tip's kinda, let me just show you all. Why am I describing the rod tip when I can just show you what the line's doing? You see that? That's kinda acting like a flathead, ain't it? God dang it. I got a mess here going on, y'all, but I don't want to miss a flathead if that's what this is. I'm gonna pick up on it. This fish here, I hope he don't get in my motor while I fight this one. We're gonna lose Larry's fish. Larry, he'll still be watching. He'll watch me lose his fish over there. Oh my gosh, this one just come free. I guarantee you this was a flathead. My rod tip was just sitting there. Dang. Well, bait's still good. Missed another flathead, y'all. Got the big one over here that matters though. Can't believe that, man. I bet you that was a flathead on that front line. That's all right. We'll get to the next one. Somebody find Larry. I'm about to land his fish, by gosh. Come here, fish. I gotta get him back over here. No, he's took back off on me. Let me get hold of that line. There we go. That's a dang good fish right here. I gotta fix that dang camera mount too so y'all can see there. Okay. All right, here we go. Maybe. Oh man, this is a good one. Oh, I don't think he's not hooked good. He's not hooked good. I gotta get him. Oh, hang on, fish. Hang on. I gotta get him. He ain't hooked good. He's hooked in the skin. That's a good one, man. That one's thick. That's a whopper, man. That's a whopper. Oh, there went the hook. He was just skin hook. I could see that hook had turned and it was just like hanging in the skin and the side of his mouth. Whew, you talk about a good fish right here. Let me fix that damn camera mount. Larry. Larry. There you go, Larry. There you go, buddy. Thanks for joining the club. Thank you to everybody else who super chatted me today too. That's a nice, fat, healthy fish right there. He's slippery thing too. There you go. Whoo! That's a way to welcome Larry in the club. He probably ain't even watching right now. He probably clicked off already. There he is. Heavy old thing. That's the biggest one of the stream for those of you just tuning in. We got 400 and something people watching. Hour and a half into the stream, caught a bunch of fish already, a couple flatheads. Fun size blue before this, but this one here was the whopper, man. Ate a skipjack chunk. All right, Larry. There he goes, Larry. He going home. Woo! Fist pump worthy on that one, y'all. Woo! That's a good day. It's been a good week. Good day, though. Man. I'm tired after that. My arm's tired. That wore me out a little bit. He wasn't the lightest thing to lift up either. I got my True Timber shirt, True Timber fishing there. We done plugged, got them all slimed up. Let's put another bait on. I got a bit, I'm gonna show you something here, y'all. I'm gonna just show you something here on my graph. Look at this. So here's the 0 mark. I'm assuming my head bait right here. That's a big mark right there by my head bait. You can see him on the bottom. Look at that. It got bumped. It may have been one, there's some smaller fish here too. But there was a larger mark that was right along the bottom, right there along that head bait. And there's, look right here. Look right there. Look at that. You think that's another flathead bite? We've caught this fish in the act, y'all. We've caught him in the act with that damn live scope. Oh, huh? Let it go. You let it go. Dang. I think that was a flathead. Might be the same flathead that I missed when the other, yeah, bait still looks good. Might be the same one I missed with when I was fighting that blue there. Dang. Them fish, they're still down there. We'll see if he comes back along here in a minute. I botched another one, y'all. Let me get another bait cut up. We're gonna send another chunk down here on this front rod. Man, saw that fish, saw him come up, ate the bait there, and I botched it. All right, let's send this back down. I'm gonna get back to the chat, y'all. I'm probably way behind. That fish took a while. Just watching them fish right there on the screen, man. They ain't all cats either right there. Them smaller marks, they ain't. I don't know what they are. Okay. Let's see, I've missed a bunch of stuff here. Let me just scroll up, and I don't want to miss out on the super chats. I want to make sure I've hit all them. Okay, there was Larry's membership joining. That's where I'd left off. Adam G, $9.99. Adam? That bait's getting hit again. Trying to read Adam G's comment here. He says, don't need a shout out or anything. I just enjoy your videos and want to keep doing what you do. You're the one that got me into kayak fishing years ago. Good luck out there today. Adam, I swear it's a flathead. He's back again. Adam, if I can land this fish, I'm dedicating, you didn't need no shout out, but you get one if I can land this fish. Dare I pick up, y'all? Dare I pick up on it? Okay, okay, okay. It's solid. It's solid. He's still on for now. I bet you it's a flathead. He's just a pulling down there, man. He's just a digging. Watch this on my screen. Watch him right there. See him right there fighting on the screen? That's that big mark that we've seen down there, y'all. That's him. You can see him. I've got him up to about the 40-foot mark right there. Let me put the camera back up here. I don't want to lose this fish again. This fish, he bit this rod 3 times, and by God, the 3rd time got him. You play with fire, you get burnt, y'all. You know it. I see him. I got him about 35 feet deep. I see him. I'm pulling him up right there on the screen. I bet Adam's super chat here, this is a flatty. Oh man, arm's tired, y'all. Big Mike, if you get off work day, you best come up here and help me reel in a fish or two. I need help out here, Big Mike. You watch and see, there'll be people out here fishing this spot helping me, all right? It'll be burnt to the ground after this and these videos come out this week. I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. Come on up here, Flatty. I wanna see how big you are. It sure is. It sure is, guys. Look right here. Let me get him spun back up here. There he is. That's a nice one right there. He got my other front line. That's all right. I'll allow it. I'll let it slide this time. Oh man. What a day. You know, it's 10:15 right now. It's about the time yesterday where I landed a monster and we just got that big blue. Now we got the flathead. You know, you get on patterns like that sometimes where you pick up on feeding windows when fish are feeding, and it can last for a few days, a couple weeks even. It really just depends. Oftentimes water conditions, weather conditions. If you get some stable weather and water, those patterns will hold up oftentimes, and definitely 2 days in a row now. This fish here, he's got that other front line. I'm gonna have to give myself some slack on it. Y'all don't let me forget to fix this line up here when I get this fish going. Oh, I done, crap. I'm in trouble, y'all. It's gotten my prop. It's gotten my prop. What a mess that's gonna be. I got that front line in my prop. It's taking my whole dang rod tip down there to the prop. I gotta land this fish and I gotta fix that mess. Oh, Adam, your fish here has caused me all kinds of problems. I gotta cut that line. That rod's wrecked right there. It is all up in my prop. I had one early this morning get me up there, and I had to undo from the motor. I gotta set that up there a second. I'm gonna just cut this line right here. Oh man. What the hell happened with the motor? It just sucked up all that line around the prop, I guarantee it. Damn. That may have just ruined our stream right there, y'all. That may have ruined the stream because that thing is, there's a bunch of line around that prop. I'll have to go to shore to fix it. Let's hold up Adam's flathead here. Adam, your flathead has caused a world of problems. Let me scroll up here and find it. He didn't want no shout out, but this is for Adam G. right here. Adam, there's your flathead, buddy. This is number 3 of the live stream and the biggest troublemaker of all. Dang, man. He's caused me some problems. If I thought this thing would still work, I hear the line clicking against the prop. It's still holding me in place, I reckon. I hate to leave these fish. There's nowhere. I mean, there's docks over here I guess I could pull up on. The other side of the shore is way over there, and I don't know with the overhanging trees, I don't know if there's anywhere I could. Dang, man. This, I mean, that's out of commission. We might as well put this up. Dang, that sucks, man. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna wear out a seal in that thing. Is what I'm gonna do from the fishing line being on there. Hell, I still got my line. There we go. I still have my line. That prop is wrapping up. It's going to pull up my damn leader from the other rod. What a mess, man. What a daggone mess. Let me just I just want to send this back down a second. We've had that big blue. It's a terrible time to have to go to shore because we got that big blue, we got that big flathead. Dang, man, that sucks. It's always something, man. You gotta laugh at it. That's all you can do. SHIT happens. Things go wrong. Add this one to the blooper reels. Let me just knock out these other super chats in case I got to cut off the stream here. There's Cody yak fishing. What a mess today, Cody. He said he's working in Rhode Island. Buddy, I need you to hurry back and come get the line out of my prop here. He's going to hit the bay and try for bluefish. Went the other day and got porgy. Good luck today. Thank you, Cody. My luck was going good. Was. Thank you so much, Cody. Let me scroll down. There's Daryl Hebron back with another 10. He said, wanted to say thanks for all you do. Your tactics work on my boat. Couldn't do a kayak. I'm a football guy, shoulders wide as a kayak. I have a 21-foot lunge. Your tactics are great. Thank you. Well, thank you, Daryl. I'm glad the stuff works out for you. I need you to bring your boat out here and get the line out my props, what I need. There's Callie back with another 10 spot. Said, good luck, bud. Oh, yeah, well, that was with the crap comment about the big fish. I'm not so sure it was good luck now, Callie, with my line and my prop up there. Squealing Reels with a 20 spot. He said, you inspire me to start taking the camera every trip. Took some friends to James last year and managed a few over 50, including a 71. Making a run to Guntersville this year and was curious if you have any advice. No, I don't ever fish down there on Guntersville, but I'd say, you know, get you fresh bait, skipjack, and if you're going down there in the summer months, hit the main channel ledges. That'll probably be your best bet. Thank you for that super chat, Squealing Reels. There's Dominic in the house. Dominic Hollis fishing. We'll have, okay, there was Larry. Hey, Larry saw his fish. All right. I'm glad you saw it, Larry. I didn't know if you're still watching or not. Mark Reeves is a new experience in live stream. Yeah, watching me get my line and my prop up there. Hey, there's Bud Brutus. $49.99. He says, you're exactly right, Justin. It's always something, and that it is, bud. That it is. I kind of want to raise my motor up to look at this mess. I'm afraid it's going to burn through the seals, well, I'm afraid, but I hate to leave these fish. And I really got nowhere to go other than these people's docks. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Here's what I'm going to do for a second, y'all. I'm going to have to turn the motor off. And we're going to raise it up. I just want to look at this mess, y'all. It's bad. I know it's bad. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look how bad that is. It is wrapped all the way around right there. And it's pulling my leader. Y'all, we're getting up close and personal. Look at this. I mean, y'all practically kissing me right now. As the nature boy Ric Flair says, kissing the girls and making them cry. Oh, shoot. My motor just fell back in the water. Good news is I got my line here. I'm going to snip it on that end. I can pull in my leader. Wouldn't it be something if I had a fish on this? That'd be a hell of a show. Pull one in by hand. I got to get repositioned here in a second too, y'all. Look at this. I do have a fish on. Oh, he just popped it. It was a small dink. I did have a fish on. Unreal, man. Unreal. Well, You know, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen on a live stream. That's the way it goes. It almost happened to me earlier. I did get line around my trolling motor earlier, but I was able to get it out. Fish ran me through up there, but sure as the world, it happened again live. Well, let me get my map card back on here. I got to get, actually I think I'm still in good shape. I don't think the wind's blown me off too much here. Let's just spot lock again and see what that motor sounds like. Bear with me, y'all. I gotta get my motor reset here. Okay. I could get that out if I went to shore, but I really don't want to go to shore. We're gonna give it a little while here, y'all. I'm probably making a mistake. I hear that line down there with the prop just nailing that line. What can you do? What can you? I got 451 people in here watching me fumble lines and a damn trolling motor prop. Bud Brutus, what we gonna do? What we gonna do, Bud? Wild Turkey said it will definitely ruin a seal and cost more. That's kind of what I was afraid of there. You know, with my Old Town autopilot, when something would go wrong, you could access the prop in front of you. On this kayak with this setup, it's so far out in front, you can't do it unless I lean across the front, which is what I had to do earlier today for the regular video. Daggone, man. Tommy Bounds, I doubt these people are going to welcome me with open arms over there. They don't want you on their docks. Hey, Jody, have a good day at work here, Jody. Thanks for moderating today. Cascades, that's my motor ticking. That's that line. And I'm not sure it's behind the prop or if it's just around the prop. The wind's picking up here now. I kind of want to crawl up there on the bow of the hatch and see if I can get it. Callie's $20. Thank you, Callie. Lord, Callie's loaded me up today. Says Chat Cats had to pull one in by hand a while back. That one was way more than a dink. At work, I say Murphy came to visit. When stuff like this happens, Murphy's definitely in the kayak with me right now. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do a second, y'all. You know what I need to do? I need somewhere to put this phone and y'all could watch me crawl my ass up here on the kayaks, what you can do. Here, let's do that. How many people I got? I got 454 people watching this mess. I had a fish hitting that line. I really don't want to leave this spot right now. So I think what I'm going to do is do something real stupid. I'm going to climb up here on the front of this kayak. I'm going to have to put the phone down to do it. And I got to take this camera mount down to do it. So y'all hit the timer. I got 454 people. We'll have 260 when I get back. But 2 minutes, I'm going to climb up here and see if I can unwind this and cut it by hand without having to go to shore. So I'm putting you down. Here we go. I'm getting it here, y'all. Boy, it is all up in that thing too, man. Hell, that thing, I bet it's pulled off 50 yards of line. Some of it is behind the prop. Hopefully I can work it out. I wish I had another camera out in the back of the kayak. Y'all be staring at my butt, but you'd be seeing a hell of a show, me laying across a kayak, cutting line. These construction workers over here at this house, buddy, they see me on all fours, my tail up in the air. Well, I'm making dreams come true over there. Dang, it's a mess. I'm just snipping. I'm taking scissors and I'm snipping as much as I can. Okay. Oh, I think I may about have it here. By God, I think I got it all. There may be more behind the prop, but I don't see any more. I don't see any more sticking out now. Let me drop this thing back down. We'll see what it sounds like when I get it going again. I gotta get repositioned here. I get my graph set back up. Bear with me, y'all. We almost done now. I think I about got it whooped now. Let me get my camera mount set back up. How many people we still got? Anybody? We still got 445 in here. Hell yeah. Buddy, I shimmied my ass all the way to the front. All right, here's the moment of truth. I got to get repositioned where I want here in this hole. And we'll see what this motor sounds like. I don't see any more line. I cut out a bunch and pulled it off there. I don't see any more sticking out around the prop. I don't hear any line clicking now. It'll at least get me through the rest of the day, and when I get back to the ramp here, when I load up, I'll take my prop off and pull off any more line that may be on there. Let me run it. The wind blew me up here. Blew me way off where I was at. Let me get repositioned here and we'll get these lines reset. I'm getting too old to be sprawling across the kayak, y'all. That's twice today. I've had this motor, well, a year now, I guess, a little over a year. And it happened twice today that I had to shimmy my hind end up there to the front of that kayak. It wasn't that bad this morning. When I was filming my regular video this morning, I was able to just kind of get it unwrapped from around the motor, but that one was all up in the prop there. We got to get back on these fish though. We got fish to catch. Just getting repositioned. I put a GPS waypoint here where I was at so I could find that spot. I'm just at the top edge of a hole. Okay. All right, let me get my live scope back on. All right. Hey, no harm, no foul. We done. Before I get back to the chat though, let's just check these baits, make sure we still got bait on. We probably don't on this and I don't feel nothing. Nope, no bait on that one. Let's see this one. I don't think there's no bait on this one either. I'm gonna cut another skipjack. We're gonna refresh everything. Nope, no bait on that either. They've robbed me. Hey, if that's the worst that happens today, we're gonna be fine. All you can do is laugh at it, folks. That's all you can do. Things go wrong, but they just get made worse if you react negatively to it. We are down to 3 rods though. Because that one is wrecked beyond repair. I lost about half my line off that thing, as that dang motor just kept eating it. Y'all just admire my hat again while I'm being over now. It's a very admirable hat. Okay. Let's get this one down. We're going to do a head and 2 chunks. We've had some stuff happen out here today, but I've had a really good morning, from the fish I caught before the live stream to the ones I've caught in the live. Anytime I get a big fish, the day's made. And that one that I got first thing this morning was a dang whopper. And then Larry's fish there from a little while ago was a whopper. And y'all know I love getting some flatheads, and I lost count of how many flatheads we got now. I'd gotten 2 on the regular video, and I think we've had 4 or 5 on the stream. So how long have I been live now? Well, just over 2 hours. That's a lot of fish in 2 hours. I don't know what my record is on number of fish caught in the live stream. I did that carp live stream a couple weeks ago, and I think Douglas Medlin had reached out, and he said, I think we had 22 fish in the 3 hours that I was live. And carp fights typically take a little longer than cat fights, because you gotta keep your drag kind of loose on them. I'm gonna get rid of that head right there. It needs to be swapped out bad. We're gonna put a fresh one on. All right, back down that goes. Whew. I feel like I've done about 50 push-ups, because I was literally like sprawled across. If you could have seen it, I mean, I was like a girl in the porno movies. I mean, my tail was up in the air, and I was, you know, on all fours up there. But I feel like I've done about 50 push-ups in my chest right now. Them construction workers over there, buddy, if there was any confusion that I was a girl from looking at my backside, buddy, they probably had their binoculars out with the position I was in. Made their dreams come true. All right, this is the last bait going down to 3 rods, 3 baits. I'm gonna drop it off the back here. Got our stinger fly on this one, Carolina rigs on the other 2. Okay. What a day, folks. What a day. What a day indeed. All right, how far behind am I in the chat now? Way behind. Okay. Mark Reeves said, hope the damage is minimal. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'm gonna check the prop when I get back to shore, but I didn't see any lines sticking out around it, so hopefully we're all good. I check my prop pretty regularly anyway, just to make sure. There's Anthony Clifford said, don't fall in. Yeah, no such luck this time. Bill Coulter said he'd definitely be in the water if he tried that on his kayak. Yeah. At least some kayaks I've had, I wouldn't be able to do that. Penny said, we wish we could turn on the camera. No, Penny. If I'd had a camera mount, I'd had it going on behind me here, so y'all could have seen that. Cascatch said, you did blow off your spot quick. Yeah, that wind has picked up throughout the morning here as this front blows in. Hey, there's Andy Winninger. $20. He says, have a great day. Thank you so much, Andy. It's been a good day already, buddy. What's this on my chin? What is that? Is that a fish scale? I don't know what that was. Who knows? That could have been part of my breakfast I'm saving for later. I don't know. Thank you so much for that super chat there, Andy. My mom said, if you guys only knew how uncoordinated he is. Yeah, I get it from my dad. I come by it honest. Callie says, nursing skills for the win, fishing line and sutures aren't all that different. This is why we love watching you, never a dull moment. Well, I'm glad some of you like watching it, that's for sure. Thank you again for that super chat, Callie. Lord, Callie's loaded me up today, y'all. Old man on the hill, so we got something special today, Justin. Thanks for the laugh. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen when you live. Anything can go wrong. My mom says, Keith, you need to be... Keith, I thought you was a moderator. Well, I don't know what happened. I thought you was a moderator, Keith, but guess what? You are now. Welcome to the job. It don't pay nothing. There's no benefits, and you're very underappreciated for all the hard work you're going to do. But welcome to the team. Alan Hagan says, where's Larry? Anyone seen Larry? Hey, Anthony, thank you for your service, man. He's over there in Iraq watching me every day. One of these rods here is getting hit. You got it? No, he hit it. He ain't got it. Keith says, thanks for the raise, Justin. Yeah. Don't expect no W-2 form from me because there ain't going to be no cash paid out for that job. I'm going to check, Keith, I'm going to check this fish here. I'm going to check this thing. I think he may have it, possibly. Yeah, he does. He swam up in the water with it. This old fish, trying to pull a fast one on me. I'm too smart for that. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I know these fish, how they try to sneak off with a bait. Keith, listen, the job of moderating don't pay nothing, but I'll dedicate a small fish to you. This one's for Keith Doc Reed, newest moderator to the Kayak Catfish team. Come here, fish. We're going to show you off to Keith. Get on up in here now. Get on up in here. You little old thing. You want to say hi to Keith? There you go, Keith. Keith Doc Reed, everybody. There he goes. He's Audi 5000. I guess kids still say that. I'm going to rehook that bait and reuse it. Well, I can't even wipe my face off. I got slime all over my shirt sleeves from that big fish there earlier. It's a good problem to have. When you go home slimed up, you've had a good day. I've had a good day. All right, let's get back to the chat box here. We'll see. Old Keith, he may have done quit the job already after seeing that small fish dedicated to him. Daniel Creech, that's one heck of a job description, ain't that the truth? There it is. I got 4 bars of service and my screen was locked up. AT&T sticking it to me. Hey, we'll see you later, Levi. Francis said, at least give him dental and vision. Hell, I can't afford it on this channel. There's Kelly back again. She says, I got 3 live streams to make up for. Here's another 10 spot. Thank you, Kelly. That's funny. Poor Kelly up there fighting the Rona. Had a rough go. But she's back in full force today. Mark Reeves, no, I've never gotten spooled. Not yet. My trolling motor about spooled me there, but that's the closest I've come. Amos Bailey said, Justin, can you feel the hit in the kayak? Yeah, you can. If a fish thumps it, you can feel it. Kind of reverberates through the kayak. You like a. It's tough to describe, but it's noticeable. Old man on the hill says, does the moderator job include a swimming lesson? He about did today. Hey, there's Corey Goodwin. Jason Curry, I'm 54 feet deep here where I'm at. Sean Chili said, you killing it today. Yeah, I'm killing my motor up there for sure. Change address is 402. Says, do you typically fish the same lake all the time? I fish Watts Bar a lot. I fish Fort Loudon. I fish Melton Hill. I go down Nickajack some. So I live in East Tennessee. We're pretty fortunate to have a lot of bodies of water within a reasonable drive. A Penny in Kentucky says they charged her $4 extra for paying in cash. Boy, that's something. Used to be they charged you extra for paying by card. They wanted to pass on that fee to you. Now they charge them for cash. Tim Hull said he'd be a moderator, but he'd be like Justin with the line and the prop always getting messed up. Yeah, it's something, man. There's always people to be bleeped out. If y'all saw my regular comments, it's something. Another one get bumped right there. Bone Pete must have just tuned in. I'm using skipjack for bait and we spot locked. Hey, thank you, George Melson. Glad you liked the videos. I'm gonna get me a swig of water, y'all. I'm parched. Hell, I've been talking for 2.5 hours. And I was talking before that too, doing the regular video. Now, I had a video scheduled for today at noon. And we get done with the live stream, I'll probably push it back till tomorrow since we've done a live stream today. I'll throw off the schedule this week, that's all right. The video that was scheduled for today is a carp video. I know everybody loves them these days. But I went back to the spot where I had done the live stream from, the last live stream. Got 2 awesome fish there. So that'll be the next video. And then I've got 3 catfish videos lined up after that. And this rod right here. Y'all see that? Yeah, you can see that on the camera. I was getting me a swig of water here, fish. He gone anyway. He gone anyway. Hit and run. Hit and run on that fish, but yeah, getting caught back up again here now, y'all. The girlfriend had the Rona, threw everything off. I had to stay in a hotel and stuff, and so it threw me off a little bit. But we're getting caught back up. Carp video, 3 catfish videos. I got a flathead on right here. We got a flathead. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's a flathead. Yep. Oh my gosh, he let it go. He let it go. I butchered another one. Let's see, I'm gonna shine that transducer. Oh, there he is. Right there he is. You see him. There was another one that was kind of swimming along the bottom. Here's another one by that front bait. But there was another, oh, here he comes back. Here he comes back. You see him right there on the bottom? You can barely see him. He's hugging the bottom. I'm going to keep the camera on that live scope just to see what happens. You can see him right there. Look right there. He's under my front bait. There he goes. He was swimming off this way now. There's a couple other marks there too, but that one right there was the one I was interested in. That's a little bit bigger mark. I bet you that was that flathead, and he's swimming off. Dang. Dang. What can you do? I've caught a few flatheads. How many flatheads have I caught total now? Well, I get like 4. I think 4 on the live stream. I got 2 before that. I want to show you this right here. Look right here. Look right here. He's back. He's back. I'm just going to crank down. And he's gone again. Oh, my goodness. goodness, y'all. Right here. That flathead, he needs to eat that bait. You can see them. I mean, there's multiple fish right there. Man, he's all over it right there. He's all over it. Look at that. Come on now. You got a studio audience of a few hundred people watching fish. This one says he'll eat it. Nope. There's one of them dinks down there. That's on my back rod. That was one of them fish over here on the back rod. This right in here is what I'm interested in. That's the front. Lord help us, y'all. That flathead, he's camera shy, I reckon. Let's see. Lloyd's Just Fishing UK in the house. From across the pond over there. Liam Barrett's new to fishing but loving what he's seeing. Glad to have you, Liam. Corey Goodwin hit me with $9.99. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that, man. Mark Reeves said we get a fishing tutorial and sit-down comedy. That fish right there ain't gonna find it funny and I jerk a knot in his head. Trying to steal my bait. Corey says, coffee and catfish. It's a good morning. Heck yeah, Corey. Thank you for that super chat. Murillo Family Fishing says, what hooks are you using, Justin? Apparently the wrong ones for flatheads, Murillo. But I got Mustad Demon Circles on, 10-aught size. We've, I think, caught 5 flatheads, 5 or 6 total on the day between the live stream and regular video, and probably lost equally that many. Oh, my mom said I need to wipe my screen off here. Here, bear with me again, y'all. How's that? My mama needs to see my beautiful smiling face all the time. She needs me in full high def. Daniel Creech said, just think with that thing you can see Jaws coming. He'll be coming so fast, by the time I see him, it'd be too late. Northern View said, did you mark fish before you set up here or just set up and wait on pass through? Yesterday, I come out and trolled a ledge and made my way down to this hole. I was trolling yesterday, and I come across fish here and started getting pounded. And so today I come back and just spot locked here. So I knew there was fish here in this area today, but I don't go around looking for fish with the live scope. I had got the live scope thinking I could do that, but it's kind of a fool's game with the catfish because, well, hopefully there some of you that's watching could see on the screen that flathead. When I'm sitting still, we could see him kind of just right along the bottom. You could see the movement. But if you're moving in the kayak and you're cruising down a ledge and you're looking, when they're hugging the bottom, your screen's bouncing around so much you can't really see. So it didn't really work out like I had hoped from that aspect. So I fish structure. I'm a Buck Perry guy, and when I get on fish, having the live scope, it's a nice little novelty thing, but it's really not helpful for catfish. Where a live scope is really good is when you're fishing for things like crappie. You know, you're fishing brush piles or docks and you can see up under those areas. Or if you're even trolling for crappie and you can see fish coming up, because if fish are up off the bottom, then you can see them with the live scope. But catfish are oftentimes hugging real close and it's impossible to see them. At least with me anyway, I can't do it. Chad W. said he thought of me was fishing at a lock and dam on Ole Miss. And Leaf Blower Man come out at 6 a.m. He's always Leaf Blower Man. Or Weed Eater Man or Chainsaw Man. It's always something. That's funny. Oh, my mom said on the live scope. Oh. Yeah, there's water spots all over the live scope, ain't they? Well, I'll clean it off today when I get home. I'll have to take a rag and some water and vinegar to that thing. Carp and catfish baits are used in the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yes, I am. Faux shizzle. Old man on the hill says, thanks for cleaning the TV. I don't know what Penny's talking about, a butt hairy guy. Old man on the hill says, when's the next ultralight? I ain't filmed any lately, old man on the hill. I need to get back out there. You know, I was really into the carp there, and then now the cats are biting again, so I need to get back out and do some more ultralight. And here comes another mark that you won't be able to see right there on that front bait. Look at that, there's two of them. You can see them. See how they almost kind of loop around and circle around? Oftentimes I see that. They'll circle a bait before they actually eat it. It's like they're checking it out. Look right there, it's getting hit. It was getting hit. It's like they bump into it and stuff. Okay. Uh-huh. There's a school of fish right there too, some smaller fish. That cat had come up in that school. This is why you see the live scope people always staring at their screen all damn day. They don't ever look up at what's going on around because there's always something happening on that screen that's just fascinating. There he goes back down. He come up and hit it a couple times, but oh, well, there's one off the screen, I guess, isn't it? He got it? No, he dropped it. Well, hell, maybe he does still have it. He's swimming out there with it. I don't see that one swimming off on the screen, but that transducer, it's a very narrow beam, so you don't get the full picture down there. Even on the down view like I got now, I still can't get all 4 rods in the screen because the beam's so narrow, but we got one on this head here. I'm gonna have to check this back rod too. It's acting funny. Look at it. Look at it. That's acting like a flathead right there. I'm gonna pull this one up here to the surface and I'm gonna pick that up and see if I can lose another flathead. This is a blue that's right here. He's yeah, that rod there is going over now. Hopefully this one over here is hooked himself this time. I'm willing to bet this is a flathead though. Well, we've tore them up today, ain't we? We've tore them up out here, y'all. I don't know how many fish this is total, but it's a bunch. I'm liable to leave them biting when I leave today. I think it's a flathead. He sure bit like a flathead. Unless he hit while I wasn't paying attention. That's possible. But it sure did act like it. Yep, it is. That's a flathead. Let's land the flathead first. Make sure we don't lose him. We can lose that blue up there. I gotta find somebody to dedicate. I'm gonna dedicate this flathead here to Callie. Callie's hit me up with about 5 different super chats. So I'm gonna dedicate it to her. Callie's probably at work by now. She was heading in when she first chatted. Get up here, fish. Callie, if you still watching, this flathead's for you. I gotta switch out that bait. They chewed it up down there. There it is. Oh. He's ornery. That's just another one. How many is that on the stream now, y'all? Is that 5 flatheads on the stream since we went live less than 3 hours ago? I've lost count. He gone. Let me scroll up here. Oh, there was Callie with the super chat. What perfect timing. How about that? I gotta find somebody to dedicate this blue to. You know who I'm gonna dedicate this blue to? Not this houseboater going by over here and these 2 assholes in jet skis. I ain't dedicating it to them. I'm gonna dedicate this blue right here to Penny in Kentucky. Penny in Kentucky is a longtime viewer, tunes into every live stream without fail. So Penny, this blue's for you if I can get hold. Where's my glove at? We got old Love Boat going by over here. At least he's slowed down. The other day, Miami Vice, you'll see this video coming up. I'll piss some people off with my thumbnail in that video. It's got me giving the bird to them. But they about run me over. Hey, Penny in Kentucky, that's for you, Penny. I'm gonna reuse this head though. Well, it's chewed up, but I think we'll get another fish on it. I'm gonna send it down. I feel good about sending it down. It's got enough meat on it to attract another one. Them damn jet skiers over there jumping the wake of the houseboat. He slowed down though. He's a nicer houseboater. I still don't like any of them though. There's some people that just culturally you can't get along with. And I find that people in houseboats are people that I just can't relate to in any way, shape, or form. At least not these big yachts anyway. Now the people that's living in basically like 1970 model single wide trailers that float, some of those people are okay. But the big yacht club people, not so much. And we'll cut the gut pocket out of that too, I guess. We'll drop this down, and I probably ought to check that other bait over there. What y'all think? Because it got hit. I better check it and just see what's going on. There's the skipper over here. Yeah, he was nice. He slowed down to a reasonable speed as he went by. Most of them don't show you that kind of courtesy. You can tell it's a Monday. If that guy went by on a Saturday, he wouldn't have been like that. He'd have been drunk off his tail. Oh yeah, this bait here is chewed all the crap. We gotta switch it out. I was fearful of that. Got that thing all tangled up too, don't I? Bear with me, y'all. We're gonna get back in business here in a minute. Throw all them other pieces out there. They've about rotted. Woo, what a day. My hands tore up too. You know you've caught a lot of fish when your hands tore up. Feel bad for these construction workers up here behind me working on this house. They've been watching me reel in all these fish all day, and they up there hard at work. They was out here right at sunrise when I was. I heard them on a ladder first thing. Okay, we got all our lines reset again. Let's see if we can get going in the chat box. Lord, we still got a bunch of people in there. Bunch of people watching. Yeah, Kelly had said, good luck with the rest of the stream. Time for me to get to work, catch another big one. That was perfect timing for me to dedicate that flathead to her. Muskrat Adventures says live scope has changed a lot of the things we thought before as far as fish activity and habits. That's the truth. It really has for me. I mean, especially with the cats. I mean, I know it hasn't worked like I had hoped for catfish. But just seeing how fish will come up, and like hopefully you all were able to see there on the screen, how they'll come up and just, it's almost like they're circling, looking at, and sometimes they'll do it a long time. And I've had fish come up and just get like inches from the bait and sit there and sit there and sit there and then take it. And that's It's weird, you know. In my mind, I guess I always thought when fish come up, there's an easy meal, they snatch it and go, and that's not the case oftentimes. Got Bloodline Outdoors says flatheads are the best. Keep slaying them, brother. They're biting in Indiana. Heck yeah. Old Man on the Hill says nice fish. Mike Barron said when I get off the water, he'll be headed out. Well, be careful. It's supposed to storm here. So be careful if you get out today. Fishing Airhead Zona. I like that name. Says thanks to your videos, I've gotten my love for fishing back. That's good to know. That's good news, buddy. Everybody needs to love some fishing. Daniel Creech said I should dedicate a fish to my mom, shouldn't I? That's a good idea. Her and the rest of the moderators, like I said, it's a no thanks job. They just get used and abused. No paycheck, no acknowledgement. My mom's like, yeah, that's how it's been my whole life. Dominic Hall says these are some noisy bluegills in his dining room. Well, how far behind did I get? Way behind there. I don't know how I done it. Penny says tomatoes are rotting on the vines. I got 2 tomato plants growing in my compost bin. That's all the garden I got this year. There's my man Keith with the fight. Hey Keith, look right here, Keith. That head bait's going down, Keith. I'll read your comment here in a second. We got this head going off, Keith. Goodness gracious. He is a pulling, wasn't he? I told you we'd get another fish on that head, y'all. It had been chewed up, but it still looked pretty good overall. And here we are a few minutes later. We got another one going down. It feels like it's a solid fish, too. I don't think it's as big as that whopper that we got there earlier. But he's pulling. It's blue. I felt him rolling down there. I see him right here. See him right here on the screen, y'all? That's me where I've brought him up there to the surface. There's a little school of shad, and then there he is at that 10-foot mark. We're about to get him up here now. Let me just spin y'all around this way. Boy, the people who get motion sickness, they can't watch my live streams with all the camera moving around. That phone don't have image stabilization like the GoPro does, so it's all rocky and stuff. Yeah, that's a good fish. That's a good one right there. You know, Daniel there was saying I need to dedicate a fish to my mom, and I was reading Keith's comment when this fish hit, but Keith will understand. Oh, this fish don't understand. This is a perfect fish right here to dedicate to my mom, because it's acting a dang fool. Man, he splashed me good. I just dried out there from earlier when that fish splashed me. I got water running down my neck. Man, I'm gonna dedicate this one to my mom though. Moderator of the year. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. Oh boy. Oh. That's a good fish. It's a good one. We're probably gonna switch out this bait after this one. Can I get hold of you, fish? Okay. Yes, sir. Whoo, got another one, y'all. Another good one. Just putting in the time today, man. Oh, calm it down now. Indoor behavior, fish. Indoor time. There we go. Yeah, that bait's about had it this time. We're gonna switch that out. Mom, this one's for you. I better include my dad too. There yins go. That's a solid fish. I'll take that. Again, kind of skinny. You know, just wrapping up the spawn here. They'll get their weight back on soon, but nice fish. Okay. Oh. This side, the left, he got the left side as I was bringing him in. He got the right side on the way. I'm soaked. Dang, man. I am soaking wet. Keith, look at this. Look at this right here. I mean, the whole left side of me, and now the whole right side of me. I got water dripping from everywhere. That fish was a devil, man. Where'd Keith's comment go? I want to knock Keith's comment out. Old friend I worked with years ago. He said, "Good morning, sir. Some of the other boaters probably blow past you when they look back hoping they swamped you." I think that's exactly what happened the other day, Keith, when them damn cigar boats coming through. Y'all be seeing that on an upcoming video. Look for the video thumbnail with me flipping on the bird. It's like Miami Vice rolling through there. Let's put us another head on. We're gonna get another bait down there and see what we can catch on this thing. They like them head baits. They can have that one, what's left of it. What time? It's 10 after 11. I need to be out of here by noon, y'all. Don't let me lose track of time. I got a chiropractor appointment today. That chiropractor fixed me, man. I had the sciatica. You know, real bad when I was down there fishing with Elias a couple months ago. I was miserable. I mean, I was in bad pain, and the chiropractor got me fixed. He got me we're doing some adjustments and stuff, but he got me doing these core strength exercises, and he said that was going to help pull that along with the adjustments would help get everything lined back up. And we did my follow-up x-rays after 8 weeks, and I was already feeling great by then. But there was a huge difference. I mean, it really worked out, and I feel great now, but I'm still going to the chiropractor once a week now. Look right here. Look right here. Look at that one going down. That's a pulling hard too, man. That's a pulling hard too. We'll dedicate this one to Keith. He got snubbed because I was going to dedicate the other one to my mom. Hey, Keith, my man Keith, from way back in the day, Jewelry Television, long time ago. That was before my nursing school days. I was in nursing school when I was working at Jewelry Television. Way back. This one's for you, Keith. That camera angle's terrible. Let me roll that around there. That's another one, don't feel too bad. Anyway, y'all, though, don't let me run past noon. I gotta be off the water, I gotta get home, shower and everything, and go to the chiropractor. I missed last week's appointment because the girlfriend had the Rona. So I definitely don't want to miss this week. I'm just gonna have to leave these fish biting today. The other YouTuber can come down here and fish this spot too. I don't think this one's going to be nearly as big as the last one. Keith's getting gypped twice. Pretty sure it's a blue. Yeah. Yeah, Keith's getting gypped. This one's about half the size as the last one. Come over here, fish. I need to get with Keith too. See about some fantasy football. It's about that time. I'm sure okay. I'm gonna try to also, while I'm thinking about football, as it gets closer, y'all need to remind me about the Survivor. I play in a Survivor League every year. Some of y'all should get in on that. We should all play that together. Y'all can take my money. I'll take a lot of your all's money in these super chats on these live streams. Y'all could win money back from me in the Survivor League. All right, Keith. Let me get the camera spun back around. That one's for you there, buddy. Oh, yeah, larger dink, smaller fun size. He gone. He's out of here. I still got this piece of skipjack in the floor of the kayak. I'm gonna cut me another chunk off there. And we'll send it down. Oh, he got that stinger fly all tangled up too. That fish was probably trying to take that stinger fly home with him. He wanted a souvenir. Can't blame him for that. All right, well, got that undone. Back down it goes. I am soaking wet. I'm slimed from head to toe. It's been a good day. A real good day. I don't hear the construction guys anymore. They must be on lunch break. They ought to come down there off that dock and cast them a lines, what they ought to do. They liable to catch something over there. Okay, where am I at here? Where am I at? Where'd Keith's comment go? There it is. Okay, there's where we left off with Keith. Got him a fish. There's Ryan. Ryan Bortz. He says, $1.99. He says, send these people to my channel. Yeah, y'all go check out Ryan Bortz, blue collar fishing, blue collar life now. He ain't just fishing. It's his whole blue collar life. I think he'll be down. I think him and I'll be fishing together at some point soon. I think he's coming down. Kayak Mike's coming down. Nickajack somewhere. So y'all be seeing my video, but you can go check him out in the meantime. You can see him catching big fish. He's been somewhere up there in Ohio catching some big fish, risking his life to catch them. Flipped his kayak the other day. But thanks for that $1.99, Ryan. There's your channel plug, buddy. Amos Bailey says, Justin, do you think the cats that are just looking at the bait are waiting for a reaction from the bait? Amos, I don't think so. And here's why. So I've experimented with that. Here's another rod getting hit. When I've got fish down there just staring like that and looking at it, I've taken my bait and kind of raised it up, kind of jig it before, and oftentimes I spook those fish. They run and they don't come back. So I don't think so. I think they're just kind of waiting for their moment, maybe. I really don't know what they're doing. But if they're waiting on a reaction, you would think when I would jig the rod that they would strike, and that's not been the case. So I don't know what they're doing down there, Amos. Well, I'm way behind in the chat again, y'all. I'm gonna scroll on down. There's Riley Taylor with a 10 spot. Glad to have you, Riley. Riley's another longtime viewer. So good to see you live. I caught a case of the crud and I'm stuck at home for a few days. So this live stream is definitely what I needed. Stay safe as always. Well, thank you, Riley. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Hate that you're sick. Everybody's been sick. I hope you get to feeling better there. Amos, the second bath of the day. I know I'm still soaking wet. Keith says, good thing it's not cold. That's the truth. It actually feels pretty good. Carp and catfish baits, tips and techniques. Got to get back to work. I hate that, man. Hope you have a good day at work, though. Robster says, all I need now is a bar of soap. There's Andrew Osmond from Washington State. It's one of my favorite places in the world. Beautiful country up there. I worked up there, did a travel contract years ago, back in, I think it's 2014, I was up there. Saw a Mariners game up in Seattle, went to Mount St. Helens, did some hiking up there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Hey, there's Sandra, Florida Channel Catfishing. Says, catch one for me, a 5 spot. I'm gonna try, Sandra. I keep getting hit somewhere over here. I felt it. One of these fish is wanting to be dedicated to Sandra. It'll happen eventually, Sandra. It will. Old man on the hill says he's been going too, feels much better, can now fish back in the yak. Yeah, that chiropractor, man. And I don't know that so much the adjustments as it is the core strength. Right here might be Sandra's fish. Getting my core strength back was, he said that, I thought I'd hurt myself just from being in the car too much and being in the kayak too much, but he said it was more of a long-term, just kind of built up over time, just poor posture and lack of that core strength, and that the long car rides probably just kind of pushed me over the edge, got that disc moved just enough that it was pinching on that nerve. But I feel great now. I mean, I feel wonderful, and the x-rays were almost back to normal. So dinks keep tapping us, y'all. Probably them old channel cats down there. Corey Goodwin said, would love to be in that Survivor League. He said he's pretty knowledgeable. Don't be knowledgeable in the league, Corey. I need to win this thing. I need you to like football enough to want to play, but not enough to beat me. Adventures with Bradley says, Justin, have you ever bobber drifted for catfish? I pull under balloons sometimes. Kind of the same thing, just with a balloon instead of a bobber. I got some videos on that. Coal rust is why is the water contaminated? I ain't going to explain it, but if you'll Google Kingston coal ash spill, you'll learn everything you want to know about it down here. I'm fishing a few miles downstream from where that happened. Lloydie says they got their binoculars out on you, Justin. Boy, if they did earlier while I was fixing that trolling motor, they saw a show with my tail up in the air. Daniel Creech said, would love to see you do a video with River Certified. I got videos on my channel, man. We did a collab a few years ago. Sandra, we might have you a fish here, Sandra. This and here may have committed. Sandra with Florida Channel Catfishing, here you go. Long-time viewer and supporter. I'm gonna reel her one in. I have no idea how many fish. If you've just tuned in to the stream, we've caught the heck out of fish on the stream. I don't know how many it is. A bunch. Got some big ones, got a bunch of flatheads. Been a hell of a day. If I didn't have to go with a chiropractor today, I'd stick with it. Probably getting low on bait too. We've went through some bait out here. I don't know how many I got left in the cooler. Yeah. Well, Sandra down there in Florida catches them old channel cats, and this one here's a blue, but it's about as big as our East Tennessee channels. It's a little old thing, Sandra. Come here, fish. Sandra wanted a fish dedicated to her, and this one stepped up to the plate, Sandra. There you go. He'll get big someday. He's eating good down there. He'll grow, as long as he don't get on one of these trot lines around here. I can't stand trot line people, and I ain't gonna apologize for not liking them. It's 2022. You don't need to be running trot lines, and you especially don't need to be doing it out here where the water's contaminated anyway. You ain't gonna be eating, you shouldn't be eating nothing out here. Now I see people that eat stuff out here, and they all the time. I see them boat and they say, oh, Justin, I saw that video, you was talking about the water contaminated. My dad, my grandpa, they've eaten fish out of here their whole lives, and they're fine. And then you look over at Daddy and Grandpa, because they all travel together, you know. And they got about 4 teeth in their head between the two of them. And then you look over at the woman with them, and you find out she's the aunt, the cousin, and the wife, and it's all the same person. And you're like, yep, y'all been eating a fish out of here, all right, doing it your whole lives. But these damn trot liners, like I said, yesterday I was trolling, and I fished that ledge up there before, but I had 3 lines in it in the blink of an eye, and right here we go. Right here we go with another one. This one just hit. This one just hit. He's up there by the dang motor too. These fish won't stay out of this motor today. That's on the head, and that's a good fish. That's a good fish right here, guys. This is a good one. He feels solid. Yep. I want him to go out that way. Get away from that dang prop. This is another good fish right here, guys. Oh my gosh, he's swam right under the motor. We do not want another line wrapped in that dang prop after what has happened today. I can't do much with him though. I can't horse him. He's solid, man. Goodness gracious. He ain't really fighting hard either. He's just, I'm pulling him in, but he's solid. Oh yeah, that is a good fish right there. Look at this thing. Have I got him tail lassoed? Look at this big fish, y'all. I've got him tail lassoed. I've lassoed a lot of small fish. I ain't never lassoed one that size. But sure as the world, it's happened. Look right here. Look, you can see my bait trailing behind him there. Look at it, it's down in the water. I've got this huge fish tail lassoed. How the heck did that fish? I don't even know. I don't even know, y'all. I don't even know how this happened. It happens with small fish all the time. I got to get this other. I got to set him back in the holder here a second. I got to get this rod out of the way before we land him. Yeah, it happens with small fish all the time, but I've never hooked one this big by the tail. Who was that? There's Tom in. Tom hit me with a super chat. I'll read your comment in a minute, Tom. I'll dedicate this fish here. It's all hooked cattywampus. That's why I was pulling him in and he wasn't fighting. He can't swim. His tail's hooked. I don't even know if I can. I don't know how I'm going to land this thing. I ain't pulling a fish this big in by tail. This is the damnedest thing, y'all. What a crazy day. I got two fish, one on the stinger flying hook combo earlier. I had the biggest mess I've ever had with my trolling motor, eating my line. And now I've hooked this huge fish, lassoed him by the tail. If it wasn't live, nobody would believe any of this. I'm gonna just grab him by the tail, I guess. Oh, this is a good fish. I don't know if I can get him in by the tail. I can't do it. He's too heavy. I can't get a grip on him. I think he's gone. He's gone. Dang. No, he ain't. Yeah, he is. He's gone. Crap. When I dropped him, he come out of that line. It was just, I mean, the hook was dangling behind him. He was just tight. It was lassoed, and I couldn't. He was too heavy. I couldn't. There's nothing to grab onto with the tail. It's just slime. Dang, man. I lost your fish, Tom. I was going to dedicate that one to you. What a day. What a day, man. We're going to try to get another fish on that bait. Unbelievable. If it wasn't live, nobody would believe it. There's a lot of fish in this area, though. If I'm able to get out tomorrow, I'm coming back. I don't know if I will or not with the weather. But I'm going to try. Get this one rebaited now. All right. Let me people's watching it. We still got a bunch of people watching. Unbelievable. Pretty big audience today for a Monday morning. I got to fix my other video when we end the live stream too, make sure it don't air today. Because I've learned if I put a video up after I went live in the morning, it don't perform well, it don't do any good. Got to space it out. So I'll put today's video over till tomorrow. Let's see what we got here now. We got our lines back out. Let me scroll up to, I know I'd had Sandra's comment up there. Okay, let's see. There's Sandra there. So it's always great when you can't fish because you're out of bait. She says she loves it, thanks. All right, I'm glad you liked that small fish there earlier, Sandra. If that big one had come along and bit the hook like it's supposed to, we'd have dedicated that to you. There's Chris from Hooks and Hammocks. Well, he's been down there at the Toyota dealership giving it to him, by God. Oh, Tom's $10. There's Tom's. He said, trot line petition start. I'm number one on the list, buddy. I'm number one signature on there, Tom. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, Tom said people that are trot line are killing the Texas Lake. Man, you know, and I've heard about it out here, but I didn't really see it before. But that one that I got in, and you're going to see it on an upcoming video, because when I got my line snagged in it, I could see it on the live scope. Like I could pull up my lines and I could get it off bottom a little bit, but you can see the damn trot line on the live scope and you could see fish attached to it on there. But I couldn't get it up, and that thing, I was so far away from the bank. You'll see again in the video, it was a long trot line. I mean long. It probably had hundreds of hooks on the damn thing. So pissed me off. I hate stupid people, and trot liners are stupid. They're probably the same stupid people that slashed my tires here recently. I don't know if I've went live since that happened or not. It happened after a live stream. I can't remember if I've mentioned it or not. So I went live one day on here, and I get back to the ramp and my tire had been slashed. So I had to deal with that crap. I assume it was a hater that done it because there was other vehicles there at the ramp. It was a busy ramp. There were vehicles there before I got there and a bunch more when I got back, and it was just my tires. So, but yeah, probably a damn trot liner or another YouTuber. I don't like some of these other YouTubers either. Ryan said now he needs, I could have used the net on that one, couldn't I, Ryan? There's Tom again. Boy, Tom's hitting me up with all them super chats all right there, Tom. He said, come on, Whoppers. There's Chris, Hooks and Hammocks, $20. He said, pay in advance for the info I'll be asking from you. Email coming soon. Chris, why don't you, in that email, be sure to ask this fish why he won't eat that hook and the bait. Because he's just trying to eat the bait around the hook. No, he ain't got it. All right, I'll be on the lookout for your email, Chris. Thank you for the super chat. Andrew Clark has never really understood the trot line and how people don't run into those with their motors and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, the trot line that I come across was on bottom, and I was like 40-something feet deep, but I mean, it was a long way from the bank, so they had clearly run it out there a long ways. But I must have just skimmed across it there with my lines, and before you know it, I had every damn line through it, and it was an ordeal. I couldn't pull it up, though. I tried. I mean, I would have gladly pulled it up and cut the damn thing, but I couldn't get it up. James Cardwell says, have you noticed if anyone has tended that line since yesterday? Tennessee law, trot line can have no more than 100 hooks and must be tended daily. Yeah, I don't know if they have or not. You know, people like that typically come out in the night, and because they're usually doing stuff illegal. And so they come out in the middle of the night when there ain't no game warden. Not that you see any game wardens during the day either. But they come out and take all these fish out of here and take them, sell them up north. So we got Ryan Bortz is probably that other YouTuber. I wouldn't be shocked. Nothing surprises me anymore. There's so much jealousy and all that going on. It's ridiculous. Has Life $4.99 hater blocker fund. I like it. What's going on, Has? I think Has is mostly on TikTok these days. I don't see him much on YouTube anymore. He's on here today, though. Appreciate you stopping in today, Has. We've been catching the hell out of some fish out here. There's Chris, Lucia. I don't know how to say it, Chris, but glad you're tuning in. Thanks for watching on your lunch break. There's Art, 1 Ton Fishing Club. Cool Cats Fishing. Jalen Culp. Yeah, I've used carp for bait. I like the smaller ones that I get in the cast net versus the bigger ones that I catch on rod and reel. They're hard to cut up. Dakota Wicket says, how do you have your umbrella set up for your cheap man's canopy? Let me see if I got it handy here. I do. So I got it. It's perfect timing for you to ask that question. Who was it that asked it again? Dakota. So what I got here is a ram. This is a 1.5 inch ram mount. I got a 1.5 inch ram ball to a PVC end cap and a little piece of PVC that I've glued in. And so that is big enough I can shove that umbrella handle down into that thing. And so then what I do, I got a 1 inch or 1.5 inch ram ball there on the rail of my kayak, and so that goes on there, and then I can, you know, articulate this however I need to set that umbrella down in there. So pretty cheap DIY deal to make a, what I call the poor man's bimini top. It works in a pinch. It'll keep you dry or keep you from getting sunburn on them really sunny days. Tim Zimke says cell cam set up watching your car. Now, I guess I need to put one on the car because, you know, people know my car from the videos, and, you know, obviously having the kayak trailer and stuff, I stand out, you know, at a boat ramp. But yeah, it looked like somebody had just put a knife. I mean, it was a perfect cut. Like they just took a pocket knife and just jammed in the tire. So, you know, what can you do? Can't prove anything. It is what it is. I'll tell you what though, tires have went up. I had to buy a new tire, you know, obviously. And boy, they've went up in price. Everything's went up, but I didn't know how much tires had went up since I bought them last. We'll see you later, Savoy Outdoors. There's Charlie effing Corpse. What a name. Hey, hi to the Fire Hall 30 in Nashville. Thank you guys for tuning in. And women, if you got women in the fire hall too. I won't be sexist. I've known some good women firefighters, but thank you for tuning in out there. Thanks for what you do. Old man on the hill had a game warden check his license this year, first time in a long time. I never see them. I literally never see a game warden ever. Not that they don't check licenses and stuff, I never see them. I've seen the Creel survey guy or the some survey guy, whatever he does, you know, asking how much you've spent on your trip and how far you've traveled and all that. I've seen him a couple times, but I never see a game warden. You watch today, I'll get checked when I get back to the ramp or something. Yeah, Andrew, it's just part of the game, Andrew. That's part of doing YouTube. But that's why I say, you know, YouTube needs to pay us. And when I see people, oftentimes, you know, people give me a hard time about doing the commercials in the videos, like I did one for the Ridge the other day, and I blocked 5, 10 people for that, you know, being smart alecks and stuff. And I see people giving other YouTube live streamers problems about, you know, super chats and stuff. I'm like, hell, we ain't doing this shit for free. Not anymore. It was a fun hobby when I started, and I posted about 10 videos a year at my convenience with one camera that was not in my way. But as your channel gets bigger and it becomes more time consuming, you got to put more money into better cameras, microphones here, better computers, hard drives. You know, you start accumulating all these expenses. Then you start spending a lot of your time doing the videos. You deal with all the hate and negativity. Then you burn every good fishing spot you have to the ground. YouTubers need to get paid. I don't apologize for making as much as I can on here. If I'm gonna put up with the bullshit, I'm gonna get paid for it as much as I possibly can. And I ain't gonna apologize to not one damn person for it. Dakota said, you inspired my build on my kayak. It's changed my fishing career. Awesome, man. I hope it works out for you. Hope you like it. No, Ray Harris, I need to get down to Alabama. I was going to go down there this past week when the girlfriend had the COVID, but the weather was looking kind of spotty, and I was like, well, I hate to go down there and just get stormed out, you know. James Wilma says, Justin, have you ever used skipjack for live bait? Rare occasions, James, and the reason for that is I pretty much got to be fishing where I catch them at, just because I can't keep them alive in the kayak. So it's very rare, but I have done it. Virginian said, hey, Justin, as a thank you, I'm going to steal you some piss cups for your stash. Hey, I thank you, man. Hey, you know me. I got my pea cup full of gulp minnows right there in the kayak. It's always with me, man. That's a handy, one of the handiest DIY things I've ever found. Lacey said, maybe the game warden's the one who slashed your tire. You never know these days. Tom with a 10 spot, he says, we pay for our great entertainment and knowledge. Thanks, Justin. Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate you, man. Tom's been a long-time supporter. Keith said he was metal detecting last year and somebody robbed his car for all his camera gear. I mean, it's bad. These people, ain't nothing worse than a damn thief. And that's true whether they stealing stuff, your property out of your car, or just stealing your fishing spots. A thief is a thief as far as I'm concerned. Ryan Collar says, preach, Justin, making videos ain't easy. Yeah, I'll preach. I mean, I don't mind wearing the black hat and pissing some people off, and I'm big enough, I can do it, and I can lose some of my audience. I think there's some people out there that kind of get bullied, smaller channels and stuff, and you know, when you're a smaller channel and you only get maybe 20 comments per video, if you get 1 or 2 people lashing out at you, you know, I think it can kind of play games with your mind. You know, you think, well, 1 or 2 people, that's a big percentage of my audience say stuff they don't like it, and they don't do what's best for them. And you know, so I'm a big proponent of it. I think, you know, YouTube needs to get paid. I think they need to be consistent with their ad rates. You know, they've dicked me over several times this year. Another dinker messing with it. I got hit with a $2 ad rate the other day, $2 CPM rate. And I'm like, you might as well have just demonetized me if you're just gonna give me $2, you know. But it needs to be consistent. Pisses me off when I got people, like earlier this year, I'll tell this story. I'd posted a video and I got hit with a low ad rate. So basically, that video done really well. I made virtually nothing on it. And so I reached out to Mark Cooper, Top Knox Fishing. He lives around here. He's got a fishing channel, excellent fisherman. He's probably the best fisherman in East Tennessee as far as I'm concerned. He's way better than me. He had posted a video on that same day within an hour of me. We both posted, same day, same genre, same geographic location, within an hour of each other. And I got totally dicked over on my ad rate. So I reached out to him like, Mark, this video you posted on this day, what was your ad rate? His was triple what mine was. And I'm like, you know, YouTube needs to get their shit together and be consistent on that. They need to be, and when you do have a low ad rate or you get demonetized, you need to be able to appeal to a real person. Not some computer generated inbox that nobody's ever going to read. It needs to be a real person. That's my rant for the day. Nobody wants to hear me bitching. I got to reel in another fish here. It's 11:44. I got to get out of here soon too. I got to go get home and get showered and go to the chiropractor. This fish swam with this bait forever. Did he get it? He stole that bait, y'all. While I was sitting here going on my rants, he stole that daggone bait. Doggone fish. I'm gonna scroll up here, make sure I ain't missed no more super chats. Andrew Clark, $10. He said, here's to your anti-scumbag fund, Justin. Keep up the good stuff. Well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Kevin says he has a peacock. I think he meant peacup. That's something. Upstate English says, time. Yeah, he was looking out for me there. I'm just gonna scroll on down here. I gotta check this rod up here. He's swimming now too with that head bait. That line's out in front there. He's come up in the water a little bit. Let's just pick up on it. And then we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. Yeah, here's another one. He's got it. Oh, he just let it go too. He didn't feel very big. Let's check this bait. Look right here, guys. Let me show you this right quick. Look at that. What do you think? Is that a paddlefish or a gar? Here's a school of shad. I don't know what that is. It's a long fish. Could be a sturgeon too, possibly. I don't know what that is. He's right there in that school though. Oh, here comes these people too. Wave to the jet skiers, everybody. I ain't gonna wave because I'd be using one finger if I did. They got the river's a half a mile wide here. And they gonna get 20 yards from me. Come over here and do their thing. We literally the only people out here. It's me and 2 jet skiers. Idiots. Look at these fish right here, they back. There's 2 of them there. I saw a sturgeon probably 2 weeks ago. Not on the screen, like beside me. He came up and he surfaced right here. And he kind of went down and surfaced again. Not like jumping out of the water, but just like at the top. It was like he was looking at me or something. It was not a big sturgeon. It was probably 3 foot or so. But it was clearly a sturgeon. I was like, holy cow. Because I've never caught one. They're in here. They stock them in here. I've never caught one before. I want to. It's been on the to-do list. You know, I'm hoping to luck into one. You think just accidentally I'd catch one occasionally with them eating cut bait and stuff, but never happened for me yet. Let me scroll on down the comments here. We're gonna. Oh, Penny in Kentucky's been letting them ads run. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate your support on that. Every little bit helps. Old man on the hill said he'd bring me some Kool-Aid. Yeah, y'all, it's 11:48, so I probably need to pack it in. Been a hell of a day, though, man. I don't know how many fish we've caught on this stream. We've been live now for, what, 3.5 hours? And caught a ton of fish. Got some big blues on this. I think 5 flatheads total on the stream. And I had caught 2 flatheads before I went live, so incredible day. This spot, you'll probably see some other YouTubers out here on it soon, but it's been good to me the last 2 days. If weather allows, I'm gonna come back out tomorrow. It's looking questionable the rest of the week here. The storm's looking like tomorrow through Friday, off and on, but if there's a window where I can get out and work around it, I plan on it. But appreciate you all tuning in. You know, I didn't announce it, just went live and had a few hundred people in here watching the whole time, even with me having to shimmy my way up to the trolling motor there to clear out all the line on it and stuff. So we got 1 bait left in the water and it was getting hit. Let's see what Tom N said. He gave me $10, another $10. He said, back to work for me. Thanks for all your hard work, Justin and Mama J. Well, thank you, Tom. Thank you to everybody who super chatted me. Thanks to my mom and Pontoon Jody and Keith Doc Reed and all my other moderators that keeps the chat box going. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we've seen any porno ads today. I don't think they spammed us not one time. Maybe Monday's the day to go live. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here, go home, share, go get my back popped. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.